Yay! Episode 17. 17. Welcome.
Hey,
Look at my hands. Look at that. Money, money, money.
what's happening? what's going on with that, man? You making it rain in here? What's up?
Make it rain. Make it rain.
I ain't know.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Yeah. Shoot off
How you doing, bro?
podcast.
Shoot off
I'm
podcast.
good, man.
Episode 17. Yeah, I guess good. It's good. Glad to be back at it. Glad to be back at it. We are going to go in like we always do every week, and it might get a bit crazy this week, bro. It might get a bit more crazy than it ever does.
Yeah, we definitely got some extra flavor, some extra spice in the pot today, as we do have a special guest. But
okay,
as usual, what did you have on feet? I want to know. I want to know. On that, I'm gonna start doing reels and shorts going forwards for the weekly rotation. So because I feel like I'm de-essing and I'm going through sneakers way more now that COVID's over. So that's gonna be a really good like kind of intake into this is my rotation for the week. Or I might do it at the end of the week or like a Saturday. That this was my rotation for the week, and bam, 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 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So on that note, my rotation consisted of Air Training 1 Midnight Navies, right? That's number one. Yeah.
I had as you can see, I'm on that wave. the core field.
Yeah.
I had my beaters on. Winterized force. Every week, this has to make an appearance, bro.
I'm learning to respect your beaters. I really don't like it, but I'm learning to respect it because it's honest. I feel like it's honest.
Yeah. Also. The wave runners running through waves, bro. Running through waves. The wave runners.
So have you built a rotation? Or like, are you gonna rotate these pairs, or you just that's just what happened? That's just what happened during the week.
That's just what happened, and you know what? I think a lot of it was based on like just something I could just bang it instantly on foot and wear. What did I wear? So I'd had the chlorophylls when I went to work. The Midnight Navies were there. The winterized was when I got shop. Oh, by the way, I missed one shoe which is in the other room, which is the black Ultra Boost, the copper joints, which is like basically priming it with that copper midsole to it. It's a nice sneaker to actually just wear and rock. So I had like 4 of those pairs, and I still have to clean these.
We don't want to talk about what needs to get clean. Like I got, I ain't cleaned my shoes in so long, man.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't cleaned none of my stuff in like at least a month and a half.
Jeez. By the way, I'm not plugging anything here, but Jenny showed me a little tool. And I'm not going to plug any companies or anything here, so I'm going to tell you outside this. But it's a little machine that's got a little circular head to it, and it specializes for cleaning sneakers and especially like midsoles. So I might need to get that because it's like she cleaned like 5 pairs of sneakers in 20 minutes. I was like, yo, that's efficiency. I need that.
Oh no, man!
I could clean my whole collection in 2 hours.
I like playing with my shoes, man. You know,
I'm sure you might change your mind, but I'll show you later. You might change your mind, bro. You might change your mind.
Yeah, but put these out. Went to the Mary J. Blige concert last night with my wife.
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife, Melissa J. Went to the concert, man. I said I felt like I had to pull out some class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This class to me. You know what I mean? Like simple colorway, the leather tongue. Yeah. How was the concert, bro? Was it good?
Man, look. Okay, so you might not know the Sorry Not Sorry song. It's a little chick named Amaretta.
Okay.
Then it was Baby Tate. Probably don't know her. Her mom sung the theme song for Love Jones. I can't remember her mom's name, but that was dope.
Okay.
There was Queen Naja. I don't know if you probably don't know her.
No.
But then it was Escape.
Okay.
Then it was Shaka Khan.
Oh,
I saw Shaka Khan perform last night, bro. Bro, Shaka Khan. Look, Shaka Khan is 69 years old, dog. And she had them young girls out there looking like they ain't know what to do. Like, I mean, the difference between her performance at 69 and these other chicks out here at 20-something years old, I'm looking at the show and I'm like, okay, of course all the young acts go before Shaka Khan, but when she got up there, because she got up there before Mary, and because Mary, she gonna be dancing and everything she do because she a superstar, but Shaka Khan, bro, that was, you know what I mean, that was dope. That was dope. I mean, that's it's Shaka Khan, bro. Like, what you supposed to say? You know what I mean?
Exactly what are you supposed to say?
On that note, I know you picked up some. I know I picked up some, but I know the special guest that we got coming on here with us today, he done picked up some. And he picked up something else. And then he went and picked up something else. But then he picked up something that came out a few months ago. And you're like, where the hell he get that from? And then he picked up something that you ain't never seen before. Because you don't even wear New Balance like that, bro. Like, you don't even but he got the Yeezy slides, he got the dunks, he got the 990s, he got the what's the other, he got all the shit. I mean, it's none other than the DC brother, the Kick Lord. It's in the building, man. Like, this
you. What's going on, my guys? How's everything, man?
Man, we good.
It's like a regular day to us, man.
It is. It is.
For sure.
All is well, man. How are you guys, man?
Kid, you, like, when I first met you.
Happy to be here, man. Just happy to be here, man.
When I first met you, and I started seeing the type of collection you build, I'm like, okay, this dude different.
For sure.
He ain't the typical, but you get a lot of the typical stuff too. Mm-hmm. But you get all the other stuff too. And that's the one thing I always admire about your collection. Like, you got so much diversity in your collection, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like bro, like you were rocking New Balance and Jordan 2s before New Balance and Jordan 2s were a thing. Let's just say that. Because New Balance is just recently getting its hype, but it's pushing the UK. And all New Balance was always, to me personally, before the Joe Fresh goods, just before anything, all the collaboration and protection packs and all of that stuff, New Balance in the UK was always regarded as a dad shoe. Like, like, oh, you're retiring, you're going to put that on. But that was a conception in the UK. It's totally different conception to the US and other places, but that's the conception in the UK. And now all of a sudden, that's no longer the case because everybody's wearing New Balances because it's the thing to do now. So you were wearing New Balance before all of that stuff kicked off, bro. And also, and Jordan 2s,
I love it, bro. I love the fact that everybody is starting to get a piece.
Yeah,
everybody's starting to get a piece, man. New Balance is, man, a great thing that we've been rocking in my area for a long time, bro. You know what I mean? So to see
on
it
that,
being worn all over the world, you know what I'm saying? And people still pay their homage too. So you know what I'm saying?
so,
That's a great thing.
so on that note, what do you think of the 650?
Good question.
The New Balance is it a 650 or is it a
It's
It's
7?
650. It's a
650.
650. I'm gonna say
I'm
it
at
so everybody
Leon
can see it.
Door.
Yep, that's the one, bro. Like, what do you
Yeah.
think of these 650s?
Oh, the hot top joint. Okay. Me personally, I like what they doing with 550s. Period, because they definitely been going crazy for this to be a new colorway and a new silhouette for them. Shouts out to New Balance and everybody over there, Alien Door. You know what I'm saying? Definitely went crazy. I like these.
Did you ain't get your hands on none of them yet?
I actually haven't got the one that I want. I actually want the UNC colorway joint. It's kind of like a summer vibe and stuff like that. I haven't
Okay.
been able to get my hands on that one, but I have a few New Balance in my collection that I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later on. That you guys will probably like.
We know what that New Balance collection do. Okay, like that's the main thing when it comes to when every time I look at a New Balance, bro. Since I've been knowing you, every time I look at a New Balance, I have to wonder: is Kit getting these? Is Kit getting these? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Legit, bro. That's a part of my thought process when I look at New Balance
Yeah.
because there's only certain ones that I'm like, okay, really
When I
the
was
only.
growing up,
Go ahead.
Come on, bro.
when I was growing up, that was like one of the only shoes that was affordable and you seen everybody rocking and it was very, natural to see New Balance. One of the originals was like one of my first New Balance that I probably ever had was like a 2000 New Balance. It was just like the 550. It was black and
Yeah.
gray. It had reflective, you know what I'm saying? And it was a popping shoe at the time and when I went on from that, I started wearing like 991s, 992s. Like that's what you see most of the time. And then now coming up to the 993s, and then we got the 990s. We got 2002s. We got 2000 VRs. You know what I'm saying? Like all types of New Balance silhouettes that is going to make an imprint on different areas in which is making an imprint right now. You know what I'm saying? So my favorites, I definitely had to cop certain ones, but if I could cop every joint, I would. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not rich. I will be
Yo,
one day though.
nah, I definitely see a whole lot of New Balance. Like at the concert last night, I saw quite a bit of New Balance, and it was a lot of GRs, but that's the gauge. When you see GRs, that's when you know when something is moving. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
You can't
Were you
gauge it off
tempted
of
to?
height. I also,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
Were-
gonna tell you this.
go ahead.
It's a dash shoe era, so New Balance it's their time to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the dash shoe era. The 700s dash shoes, the Adidas, the McQueen, even the designer, the McQueens that people wearing dash shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an era of
Trash.
that. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. We moving on with the times. You know what I'm saying? And I like that they introduce a new style to the to the culture. You feel me?
You know why? You know why, bro?
Those must be comfortable shoes.
No.
Shoes like that and not feel a thing. I wish I had shoes like that.
Because they're
No.
comfortable. Yo,
No,
bro.
they not, bro. They not, bro. Listen,
New Balance and Wave
every
Runners are
single
comfortable,
time,
bro.
every single time. Oh, wait. Not I ain't talking about New Balance. I'm still stuck. I'm stuck on when he said McQueen, right? Because every
Okay.
time I see somebody, a celebrity or a popular person in the culture, when they talk about wearing these high-end, high-fashion shoes, they feel like garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So
I'm talking about dad shoes. I'm talking about the 700s, the New Balance. Because
no.
when
Them super
yeah, exactly. And that's why I said comfortable shoes, bro. Comfortable shoes.
I
Like
was
this is
gonna
what
say, I feel like that shoe is kind of like a baby of a shell toe,
baby of
Adidas joint. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what kind of birthed the Alexander McQueen sneaker.
You're right. Yeah, because I saw quite a bit of those, and I don't like the fat midsole thing, man. It's just nah, I can't do it. But Kid, we know you be outside, you stay outside, you been outside.
every time you're on live, you're outside.
you be outside.
I need to go in the office.
You be outside.
I need to go in the office more.
But we need to see.
Let's get it.
We need to see pickups, right? And I want to go first this week because I only got one.
Okay.
I ain't
take y'all to the office, man.
I ain't gonna say nothing. This week coming up gonna be nice, but I only got one this week.
Yeah, you keep flirting, bro. You keep flirting with me every time. Every time I get something nice. Go on, bro. Get something nice.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you got yo. We already know what that is. You don't even have to show us, bro. We already know what that is. Yo. We take five. We take 5 punts. We take 5 punts. I can get it in one. Is that the? Oh, you missed out on the Jordan 5, didn't you? You missed out on the Jordan 5 Dornbeckers.
I did.
Yeah, shit. I thought it was the Jordan 5 Dornbeckers. Now you got me thinking. What the hell did you get? All right, cool. This
is for the bro. And we are going to talk about that at least a little bit this week. This pair is not for me, and it will not be resold. This was an alley-oop to my partner. I know he's going to wear this shoe. I know for a fact that he's going to wear this shoe. It will not be sold after he pays me what I paid for it, right?
Yeah.
Dornbecker. Lebroskis.
Woo!
And look at this. Look at this. Look at this bag, bro. Like it's all type of foolishness in here. There's all type of foolishness.
Oh my stars.
But is that the LeBron 17?
19.
Are you kidding me?
19, sorry.
Lightning bolt.
19,
We got the young the kid's signature instead of LeBron's. Sideways swoosh.
I was gonna say who designed what's the name on it?
Never back down.
Detailing on those is crazy, bro. You gotta get into those.
The lightning bolts. This is ridiculous, bro.
You know what that reminds me? Do you know what that reminds me of?
Right here. Like, why does this shoe do this? Crazy.
I'm gonna pull up something quickly because this sneaker reminds me of the Dornbecker 7s. See that color block, that kind of slight color it's got, the iterations of that color, like that bit of red and dark red underneath and the undertones. It does remind me of a bit of the Dornbecker 7s.
Yeah, these hard, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like
a
LeBron 7 at the top, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
show us the soul.
I never. Keith just pointed out something to me that I didn't notice. What's is kind of like the Jordan 7.
Yeah.
But it swing all the way around the back. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
So them joints go hard. Yeah. What I will say is that whole Dornbecker pack goes crazy. What's the name on the box on those?
Look at that soul, bro.
I mean,
That
Are you
gold on that
kidding?
sole. That gold on that sole is crazy.
We got the young man right here.
What's his
Sam
name?
David Phelps.
Sam David Phelps, yeah. Sam David Phelps.
Sam did his thing.
Shout out
Sam
to the
did his
guy,
thing.
man. Perfect design,
that's
man.
dope.
I love when they do the Dornberger packs.
You got the 5s, don't you, kid? Did you get the Dornberger 5s?
I've had previous ones in the past, but that day I didn't hit on any raffle. They did a raffle for that joint, and I didn't hit on any of those.
Yeah, I hit on sneakers, man.
That's the crazy part about the whole situation. Like, that's two shoes that I'm praying they go down a little bit so I can go ahead and dip my hands in there. Or if I even find them in my size, like that's a pair that you don't even see like walking around. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see that everywhere. They only drop that certain establishments. Very limited, you know.
Yeah. I hit online, man. I was happy, even though it's not my shoe. I do kind of, and I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for a second. I do kind of wish.
That? Are you gonna wear the LeBron 19?
Nah. I'm saying I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this yellow sneaker.
You're gonna charge these joints up, huh?
I want to test them out. Yeah, I want to see what they do.
Dog. You dirty shoe dog, you dirty shoe dog.
Hey, look, it's a 12, right? So we know LeBron's big, but they fit real snug.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of go up half a size sometimes with certain LeBrons, especially new LeBrons.
Yeah.
It's a 12. So that means I would have went up to 11 and a half. So I'm still only a half size off. I want to.
There you go. I've upgraded you, bro. I've upgraded you to a red sneaker, bro. You're already thinking about putting that stuff in your thing, bro. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. Yo, you know what is really funny? The fact that you got it for somebody else, and you're gonna give it to somebody else, but you would have tested them out, bro. There you go. Kicks getting involved.
I'll take it, bro. It is what it is, man.
That is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know what? Sometimes when you get a masterpiece in your hand, it's very tempting to actually just kind of just say, "Yo, this is dope." Why the hell did I not even go for my size?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't want them because
I couldn't wait, bro.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
All right. So I'm gonna go before Kick does because I've got questions to ask you, Q.
Here we go.
I got some questions to ask you.
Here we go.
Let's get it.
So this week, I picked up a very nice sneaker, right? And I'm starting to fall in love with these a bit, way more than I should, right? Because they're dope. They're super dope, right? So. Yo, this is the Adidas Forum 84 High Candy Cane. Bro!
You was waiting on them. You was waiting on them.
I've been waiting for this. I've been sourcing this and I finally got it for retail. Yo, I'm going to do the review for this for Thursday, right? But all I'm saying is, yo! bro, you need this. I'm cute. I'm not joking you. You need to see this in hand. You need to see this in hand. 100%, bro. Look at your face, bro. You're like, I don't need. Yo, like the I'm gonna give you everything on this.
I bought these yesterday, bro. Like, I don't need that. I mean, look at that.
I'm just saying. Okay, cool.
I wore mine.
No, hold that up. Look at. What you mean?
But
It's the same shoe without the strap.
by the way, mine's cheaper than yours. And it's probably better quality than yours as well.
No, shit. Not better quality than this.
Bro, I'm not saying go and check it in hand. Go and check it in hand and tell me otherwise.
That shit is not better quality than this, bro. I'm sorry.
Go and check it. Go and check it in hand. I'm going to do the comparison.
Bruh.
I'm going to do the comparison.
Bruh. You gonna pull this up. You got to pull this up or pull up one Kick. Hold that up, Kick. Hold it up. Look at the tool blade. You see the tool blade?
All right, so bro.
The tool blade don't lie. The tool blade don't lie. On ones, the tool blade does not lie, my guy.
All I'm gonna say.
Look at this.
All I'm gonna say is.
Look at that.
All I'm gonna say is, bro, like the quality on these, I can't even get the cat. I need to turn the light down on this, but all I'm saying, the quality on this is dope. I got the same crinkles, bro. Don't worry about that. I got the same crinkles. Do not worry about that. But I'm gonna show you something. Like if they release, like, I'm gonna show you that. That's dope. I think that combination is dope, right? So look that this is the what we're looking at the moment is the 84 cut forum high, the original variation that Michael Jordan wore in the 84 US trials before he actually joined Nike. That's dope, bro. I'm sort of trying to source that, and the candy canes are a red version of that blue original cut.
I ain't gonna lie, that joint do look nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's nice. It's very. You know what that says to me? That shoe says like 2009 for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back then, we was wearing a lot of those.
Yeah. I'm.
Now,
this is why.
I mean, you see them, but you rarely see them.
Exactly.
Quality
and this is why.
Always great on those.
And bro,
what I will say.
And all I'm gonna say, bro, is
I saw the pictures, man. Like
there's Jordan in those forums. That's that. And you know what? No, it's not. They're not hyping them. That's the old. That's
hyping them, bro. Right. They put it out.
And no, they didn't put it out. I actually looked for it. They didn't put it out. I looked for it.
No. We know. Hold on. We know how this works. We know how this works, right? Just because they didn't do a commercial or an advertisement don't mean they didn't participate in the hype train. We know how this works, bro.
And then I'm gonna say this, but
the people that work. Excuse me for cutting you off, but I have to.
Yeah, go on.
The people that work for, let's call it the street team for these brands, the people that actually know who the influencers are, they know who the plugs are, they know who doing the backdoor shit, like the people who actually on ground level, on ground zero, participating in the culture that work for the brands. We know those people exist, right? They're gonna put the right ideas in the right people's minds to be able to contribute to the hype, if not start the hype. Like that's what. Think about the Moonlight situation. That was a bad idea, right?
No doubt.
The brand ran with it. But that's not always how it goes. It's stuff that go under the rug all the time. Look at the Fresh Goods release, right? If people realized how much hype was actually on that shoe, but it's levels to hype too, ain't it? You know what I mean? Like Travis Scott is gonna control the news cycle.
Mm-hmm.
The Fresh Goods is there, and if you're trying to get it, it's hard to get. It's just as hard to get as a Travis Scott.
Yep.
But not that many people know about it.
So on that, I truly believe that Joey Fresh Goods coming out.
There you go. True, bro. That whole pack was super hype.
You know what? That's the first time that's the first time I've seen like a brown tan colorway with blue, like a university or a baby blue university blue on it. So that kind of combo looks quite nice to be honest.
That's a real ACG vibe.
Yeah.
I get real ACG vibes from that.
But what I'm gonna say is like the forum to me is a what if like situation, right? It is like almost like a what if situation. Let's just talk about what if situation
It wouldn't
before
work
we
out.
move on. No, let's talk about, and maybe in a different dimension. A what if situation would have been, basically, like.
Oh shit!
Here we go again. What if situation? What if situation would have been like if Adidas gave Michael Jordan or got Michael Jordan on board? I think the forum 84 forum would have been the sneaker. They would have been that sneaker. It would have been that not as controversial as the bread, because the bread colorway did something, and the candy canes and the 84 Adidas 84 variation is more compliant to the NBA. So we would never have had that. You can't wear them. You're not supposed to wear them. It's not. So we wouldn't have had that. But Michael Jordan would have been wearing
What I
the
will
first
say
few.
is they have a collab on a forum with Eric Emanuel that was a McDonald's All American collab, and it was a Eric Emanuel collab when like last summer, like when his shorts were selling out and within like minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not so much more like hype no more. It's becoming cool to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming cool to become, find your own identity as far as sneakers. That's why all of our likings are different. Everybody doesn't like the same thing. So I might like this Joe Fresh, or I might like the regular, the regular 992. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't regular. Hold on. That ain't regular.
It's never a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Kick, that's not regular. No, bring that back.
It's always good.
Bring that back. That's not regular, bro. Stop doing that. Don't do that.
Yeah, this what we started on right here.
Break that down. Break that down, bro. Break that down, please.
Of what New Balance is too.
That shit fresh as fuck.
That's the DC one, yeah.
Talking about regular. That's not regular.
This is the DC 99. This is like my favorite. After this, it probably won't be like. If I had to choose.
You just tossed the Joe Fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
You know what? I'm gonna sum this up, right? Because the thing is, with us, I think we've been collecting sneakers to a point where we don't really give a shit about what people say or what people rock in terms of you. Like for me, I kind of steer away from the hype a bit more than I should do, because like when I don't feel like the need to grab a Travis Scott Jordan 1 high or anything like that, because I don't really like it. If I'm honest, you see what I'm saying? I didn't like the blue iteration that they did like was it last year or this year? No, last year. Sorry. I didn't like it. Bro, COVID's got me messed up. Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I prefer the Yeah, I like the fragments. I like the fragments more than I like the Travis Scotts. To me, it's more of a classy, more of a like simplistic sneaker you can rock, and people have to know it to know it. See what I'm saying? Because you don't. And with the reverse swoosh, all of that stuff, I respect it. I do respect it, but I like. And if you like it, it's fine. But it's not something for me. So like, in terms of in this forum at this moment. Like you see me pick up Air Trainer 1s, you see me pick up forums, you see me pick up, like I still will pick up Jordans, I still pick up some of the like hyper Jordans, like I'm trying to go for the military blacks because I like military blues, military blacks, same thing. They're close to an OG, but saying that if it's super hyped, like the Wave Runners, I didn't pick up until 3 years after it released, bro. So for me, it was like I didn't like it when it first came out because it's so much hype attached to it. Like, nah, it's putting me off. The release, the way they did the release, the way you had to wait for it, pre-order it, all of that stuff. It was like, nah, I just want to go and pick up the sneaker. I just want to go and pick it up and just not even fuss with it. And this is why when Kick, when you threw that Joe Fresh goods and he said, yo, I want the New Balance DC, right? that just shows you we've been picking up sneakers so long. Sneaker has to have a value to us personally, to actually have a meaning, to actually for us to rock it. And this is why, like, I will pick up anything you did, like Kick and you Q. You will pick up anything you want to wear because basically it doesn't matter. You like, I keep trying to convince Q to pick up an Adidas, either a Wave Runner or a Forum, but he's never going to do that. he's never going to pick it up because you're just unique to what you wear, bro. Like you'll never wander.
Bro, I ain't even buy the Trae Young shoe. And y'all
And that's
know
what
how
I like about
y'all know how I am about my house. I ain't even buy the Trae Young shoe because it's Adidas.
And
really,
and
that's what it boils down to. I just don't, bro. I can't.
Unfortunately, now the situation is, I was looking at the Patrick Ewing sneak, like for the.
I got a pair of Ewins. I got a pair of Ewins.
So I was looking at them before I even looked at the forums. So that might be something I'll pick up down the line because I'm kind of feeling them.
Bro, check this out, right? So really, if I go down to the seed of it, not the root, I'm talking about the seed of it. My collection started with the Patrick Ewing 33 high. But I ordered a 10.5 because 11 wasn't available, and I did not know when they was coming back. The closest size I can get to mine was a 10.5, and they hurt. I rocked them, but they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because Patrick Ewing ain't a Jordan. It's not a New Balance. It's not an Adidas.
Man,
they don't have the tech. The tech in Ewings.
We had a few Ewings.
The technology in Ewings is not the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The midsole is hard. The outsole is hard. The leather, the quality on them ain't bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
But they hurt, bro. Like they feel, and they.
You just can't go true to size. Like if you go true to size, it's going to be a little bit too much. If you go like a half size bigger, it's going to be the best shoe you ever had. It's going to be like a tank.
It is a tank. The Ewings are truly a tank, bro. Like they winter sneakers. They really are winter sneakers.
And the thing with the Ewings is it kind of brings back this nostalgia retro vibe, and like it's almost like I like it because it's retro.
Mine's yellow, the midsole yellowed, and like for people that's in the vintage, bro. And I don't know if this is a knock or a shout. Like they yellowed so fast. And now that I'm starting to appreciate the vintage vibe more.
Yeah.
With the sail midsoles and all that type of shit. It's like they vintage and they still wearable.
Yeah.
So whether you ain't do a vintage collection or not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I got vintage they look like they came from the 90s. No.
They're going vintage anyway, yeah.
They gonna yellow real bad. Like I ain't even looked
like
at them.
Ewing had his mark on that area as well.
Yeah. Because the East Coast.
I remember it was an era. Like they had an era like with Patrick Ewing sneakers, the Kembe Mutombo. I think Stephon Marbury had a shoe.
Yeah. It was David Robinson shoe, Chris Webber shoe.
Shit.
Like in the 90s,
Freewheel had a shoe.
Yeah, you remember the one with the spinners on?
That was a given. Penny was a given. You know that. You see it up there.
Yeah. That I don't even want to talk about it, but I got to. It's coming back. The OG is coming back.
Ooh.
Coming back. It's coming back this year. I mean, we haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
It's not white right here. It's black.
Yeah. I'm talking about. That's why I said the OG.
Yeah.
The
You know, the
OG
OGs
Orlando pennies.
have the white, like the white bumper.
Yeah, they coming
But,
back this year. I gotta have them. I gotta have them pennies, bro.
So the situation is, bro. The situation is, like, my kind of dive into sneakers went from the shallow end to it's getting way into the deep end. So it's like not only am I picking up Jordans, and now I'm starting to look at Adidas and Yeezys, and now my finger might dip into the New Balance in the future. So it's a problem. It's a problem, bro. It's a good problem, but it's a problem, bro.
Yo.
So
what you done picked up recently, kid?
I was gonna say, bro. Huh?
What you picked up recently?
I'm gonna show you. I got a few items that I just picked up. Where should we start?
So Kick's looking for the numerous amount of pickups he's actually done this week.
Y'all need to, if y'all don't, y'all follow Kick Lord, man. Bro be on some adventures out there, man. Like the stuff he come up with, you know, vlogging, the whole wow. Like Kick got dope content, man.
So on the thing. So Kick, tell us a bit about yourself in terms of the story. Like give us some background of how you started, how you developed into.
I'm just gonna show y'all my recent pickups right quick. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna.
All right, cool. That's about 6 or 7 sneakers there. Go on, bro.
So, I'm gonna show y'all one more after this because it's the one that I grabbed yesterday. But I'm gonna get into this shoe. This shoe right here, we all can, you know. Only reason why I'm getting into this one first is because this is a very controversial sneaker. I feel like this sneaker right here is becoming to be the new Air Force One. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's safe to say, right?
The pandas, yeah? The Dunk Pandas.
On purpose.
A new Air Force One, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This comes out damn near every day now.
We need it to. We need it.
This sneaker right here is kind of a necessity. It's a tuxedo. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a tuxedo, black and white. You can wear it with anything. Necessity. Moving on, because a dunk is a dunk. Y'all know me personally.
Have you put them on feet? Have you put them on feet?
I like everything though. We're not just gonna say I like dunks. Next, red is my favorite color. Most of y'all might not like this. This right here, for me, is like a uniform.
Okay.
I could wear this shit all the time, beat it up. The highs, same aesthetic, but not as good quality as a Jordan 1. That leads us to our next pickup.
A lot of dunks look better than ones.
So what was that? What was the previous dunk? Quick, let the people know what the previous dunk you showed was.
This is a University red Jordan. Nike Dunk High. So
yep.
University red. White. White based dunks are usually a good necessity.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can 100%. Wear this shit with a lot.
No, dunks. A lot of dunks.
All right.
Have better quality than Jordan 1 highs.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yep.
A lot of these dunk highs they coming with.
What I will say about dunks too.
The skateboarding dunks, especially the skateboarding dunks.
Yeah, SBs.
I'm gonna get into these too. I'm gonna get into this too.
But no, that's that one too though. Certain
very low price point.
Yes.
You can buy these for 100 to 110, maybe 120 at the most if it's like a premium joint. You know what I'm saying? Like these two right here, like these are. I mean, if you can catch them in store, these are like a very affordable thing. You can buy this for whoever, and they'll like it. You know what I'm saying? This is a good thing to invest in. You know what I'm saying? If you pile yourself up with a few of these, you don't have to wear all of these, and you know what I'm saying, to the point where as though they're beat. So,
Yeah.
Rotation is really good. Like
that gets
the
to that.
options. So what people don't realize is when you got a massive amount of sneakers like we do, it's good to have rotation so that you can kind of effectively keep your sneakers fresher for longer because you can wear them and then keep rotating different kind of
And preserve what you like, man.
Exactly.
So what's your true? I need your true, honest to God feelings about that rebellion there.
This shoe right here, I love it personally because it's a shadow and it's very, very wearable. You see what I'm saying? The graffiti might seem like a lot, but when you pair this with like, you know, contrasting colors, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
I'll show you.
This shoe right here, like, it goes with the necessity, bro. You can wear this with the gray sweatsuit. You know, you ain't gotta do much when you got these on. You know what I'm saying?
I will show you what I've done.
Speak for itself. There's something if you wanna go out and get some looks.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? If you want people to check your feet out, this what you get, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's so many people that have so much to say about the writing, but to be honest, this shoe was never gonna be bread colorway. You know what I'm saying? This rebellion was not gonna be bread colorway. One thing I will say is this shadow colorway, I believe, is one of Jordan's, if not his favorite. This is one of his.
They released the shadow. They released the shadows on his birthday, bro. In 2018, they released it for his birthday. So that the shadow one is his favorite colorway, color blocking. So that's what I did with the Rebellionaires myself.
Exactly, and that's why I believe that they went with this colorway, bro.
Mm-hmm. You know
what I'm saying?
So a lot of people. Sorry, keep cutting you off. A lot of people didn't realize what that sneaker means, and by this time, my video's already played, so I can talk about it because this is going to air on Tuesday. So the Rebellionaire. So the message behind the Rebellionaire is a rebel millionaire. So basically, that's what Michael Jordan became because he rebelled against the NBA to wear the bread or the air shit first of all that got banned and it knocked onto the bread colorway. So that's the reason why it's called a Rebellionaire. And a lot of people don't kind of understand that meaning because he became a millionaire by not joining Nike and going against the standards, breaking boundaries, expanding the margins. And therefore, he became a rebellionaire, a rebel millionaire. So basically, that's what the sneaker means. The reason why they did it on the shadow.
He paid the price. He paid that price. You know.
Exactly. So and also the reason why they did it on the shadow colorway was because basically that's his favorite. Like you just said, it's his favorite.
Yeah, his favorite one colorway.
Favorite one. Yep. And the reason why they put the band on it is to give.
So why not get it?
Yeah. So, and the reason why they put that X on the back was because basically in the 2011 pair they would pay homage to being banned. Exactly. So, and then that kind of pays homage to the 2011 bread banned Jordan 1, which is obviously replicated to that. But what kills that sneaker for me is you can take all of that off, but the graffiti has the most meaningful thing, and that is they can't stop you wearing them, and that message itself should be taken. For me personally, is they can't stop you doing what you want to do. Do it. And it goes back to Nike just saying, just do it. Because basically, they can't stop you.
Earlier, not to cut you off, TJ.
Yep.
It became so popular to be yourself. Individuality is in nowadays.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So wear whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about what's hype. Don't think about what everybody is into. Man, wear what you like to wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom,
Exactly.
moving on because I don't want to drag this on too long.
No.
Georgetown 85 high. This is my fourth that I'm gonna go with. You know what I'm saying? And these are my within maybe a month or two, the last pickups. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing a few items and giving meaning why I'm showing these items. This 85 high Georgetown cut, you know, we can get into everything about this shoe. This is like the design as well as the story as well as a colorway that, you know, you don't normally see on the Jordan 1. And this isn't the actual PE color. They got the PE in the Nike store in Georgetown. I'm in DC, so we got the PE in Georgetown. It's on display. The whole from 1 all the way to like 35, I believe. They have it in the display case and they show it off. And this colorway is better executed than the original Jordan 1 PE, but this is a great 85 high. I had to get it. I like it. You know, moving on. Boom. Last, no heat.
Go, bro. I've held them in hand, bro. Those are dope. Those are
Bro,
the what do you call it? The court purple.
This is like one of my last pickups for the toe.
You got to put them on
As of
toe, bro.
recent,
You got to put them on
Union
toe,
LA court purple dunk.
bro. You got to put them on
I'm
toe.
definitely putting these on toe. You know,
I need to see it.
what I will say to you guys
need to
is
feel it.
a lot of my shoes, I won't wear them because everybody else have them on right now. Like,
oh yeah, you
when
do the same
everybody
thing as
take
me.
these off, then I'll wear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want everybody to, lay off of it some. Maybe
But
the
that's-
hype
but
will
that's-
die down or whatever the case.
but-
You know what I mean?
But that's one
I'll
of them
put it
ones,
on
bro.
then.
That's one of them ones that you gonna see. That's
This
a
is
pop
one of
out.
them.
That's a
But what
pop
I
out.
will say is, I'm not taking none of this off. I'm not
No.
taking none of it off unless I get an extra pair or something.
No, I ain't
I
that
will
guy.
be obtaining the rest of the pack, so stay tuned.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We unboxing stuff.
Okay.
You know, we got to unbox it.
Yo,
Okay.
yo,
You
Scott,
gotta have
you
a
got
good
everybody.
conversation.
Yo, Scott, you got everybody
Okay.
collecting packs.
No. Keep this man. He done made a declaration, boy. That man said, "I will be getting the rest of the pack. Stay tuned. Y'all don't understand. This will happen. This is what I mean. When Kick put his mind to something, he gonna accomplish.
Into existence.
You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, bro. That's what we talking about.
So
100%.
that's that,
So
man.
what's the other one that you want to show us, Kick? You said there was one more that you want to show us, but you was like gonna wait to the end. Yo, like the thing is, Kick does exactly the same thing.
Man, you know, he's a local from the area. You know what I mean? And that should kind of tell you why I got these. I mean, I really don't need an explanation, but I'm gonna give one anyway. You know what I mean? But y'all know I got the other one already. Y'all know what year last year was. So boom.
75
75th
years.
anniversary.
75 years, bro. 75 years. It was at the what variation is that again? I can't remember.
Nike Dunk.
This is the
Brooklyn.
Nets, right.
The 75th anniversary joint. The NBA 75th anniversary Brooklyn Net, and it's a reason why I got this, bruh. I'm gonna tell y'all what I like KD for one. I'm a KD fan hands down. But the reason why I got this right here is because it's kind of identifying the first year of the Nets moving to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this.
That shit,
You know
that
what I'm saying?
colorway, bro.
And it also got that. If you pay attention a little bit, it also has the same like toe box and everything as the Georgetown 85.
I almost think that the grey on that the 75th anniversary is better than the Georgetowns, because the Georgetowns to me should have been a bit more grayer.
Right.
No, it's not better at all.
Now,
it's not better at all. This is 85 cut. It really doesn't get any better than this, bro.
No, I'm talking about the
it
color.
Really doesn't get any better.
I'm talking about the color.
Stiff leather, you know what I'm saying? All the way up.
Yo, Kick, I'm talking about the color.
But the color blocking, you know what I mean? And then, you know, they gave the Georgetown 85 the gray lace. Then they gave these the gray lace, you know? Pretty good execution here, man. I like these. KD jersey coming soon. It's summertime, man. I got to give me a KD jersey for that.
Okay. So moving on to the next segment. Do we want to do this, bro? Do we want to do the lose, choose, or dump? And when we talk about lose choose, or dump, we talk about you can like so the premises of it. Let's make this clear for everybody. When you lose something in your rotation, but let everybody else have it in the world. That's number one. When you choose something, everybody gets it. When you dump something, you're dumping that in the bin, burning it out of history, so nobody gets it. So that's the three choices you have. So, Q, what we got today?
When you lose something, everybody else in the community gets it. When you choose something, you get it.
Yeah, no.
When you choose something, everybody gets it.
Yeah. When you lose something, that means you don't get it, but everybody else gets it. When you dump something, that's gone. Nobody gets it.
It never existed.
Never existed, bro. This is how hard it is. And I love this music, bro. What are you choosing, bro?
Yo. I'm sorry to do this to you, kid. And I'm gonna answer it too.
I'm liking how this sounds, man.
I'm sorry to do this to you, bro. We got.
Is TJ gonna answer these two?
We can. You know what? Me and you. Right after you answer, me and you will come up with one for TJ. How about that? New Balance.
Hey, I like how you think. Let's get it.
New Balance.
Oh, coming for you, TJ.
New Balance 992.
Okay.
Nike Dunk, Jordan 1.
Oh, drama. You put me in the hot spot, bro. Yo, this is a chokehold. That's unfair, bro.
Is it even a question?
It is. We don't know. We don't know how your mind works. That's what we want. We want to know. We want to know. Choose.
I'm choosing this.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, the 992. Gets to choose. So everybody gets that 992.
Hands down. I'm gonna make it easy for y'all.
All right, cool.
So this is the hard. This is the hard part.
Because
I'm gonna lose this.
Oh shit! So okay,
I'm
okay,
gonna lose
cool.
this.
So are we literally saying you're dumping the Jordan 1 out of history, bro?
I'm dumping this.
Oh my god! Yo, guys, we just lost the Jordan 1 out of history, bro. No Michael Jordan.
Oh man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all why, right?
Yo, Michael Jordan just joined Adidas, bro. He just joined Adidas.
I'm gonna tell y'all why, right? What's going on like these days, like in 2022? You know what I'm saying? This is getting shine. This is getting the love. Like these, I had these before I had a Jordan 1. I'm gonna say a Jordan 1 high. I had the NU. That was one of my first shoes. I had the Jordan 1 low NU, and that's what made me hate Jordan 1s forever after that.
Oh shit!
Jordan 1 lows was never in my book after that. That was my first.
This choice would have been so easy for me.
Because I was a skater when I was young. I wore DCs and New Balance before that. I wore Jordans, but they were like 2s, 3s, stuff like that. You gave me an option to keep the Jordan 1 or lose the Jordan 1.
Hey, man. It makes sense.
That's why I did it.
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
My favorite Jordans are the 4s, man. You can't get me with a Jordan 1, man.
It makes sense,
bro.
bro.
With a Jordan 1. If you just said
he made it make sense. Like, well, I can't say nothing. He made it make sense.
And Kick was just like, get out of here, Jordan 1. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, man. Listen, I respect it. I respect it.
Hey, bro, I used to skate when I was coming up. So this was easier to get than this.
Yeah.
It was a dumb line for this. Nobody wanted this.
Yeah. Dunks just went under the radar.
This was so easy to get for me, and it was so low at a price point, bro. I could buy it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the thing was,
it wasn't a question.
A lot of people don't understand. Once the Jordan 1s took over, Dunks just sat. Dunks went on the radar. And this is why a lot of skateboarders just picked them up, and this is why Dunks got that kind of heritage with the skateboarding communities, because a lot of the skateboarders rocked them, wore them, just ran through them, and then the evolution of the SB Dunk kind of revolved off that, because basically, like, they were so cheap. There's cheaper peanuts. Like, literally, you go out, wear it, rock it, just smash through it, and there was not. Except for the cut, the build, you can get similar colorways to a Jordan 1 anyway. So from that perspective, like, why wouldn't you do it? Like, anybody that's on that kind of economical like line will just be like, yo, I'm not gonna get a Jordan 1, I'll get a Dunk. It's easier, it's cheaper. Your mum will probably pick you up a Dunk thinking it's a Jordan 1.
Yeah. Yeah. But, hey,
exactly. What I will say is, like back then in my area, we were wearing more bulkier outfits. So the Jordan 1 wasn't our go-to as like when we was coming up, as the outfit started getting more slimmer and stuff like that. The Dunk has always been chunkier than the Jordan 1. You know what I'm saying? So this would be easier to wear with the puffier, outfits than now, whereas though we wearing more like, whereas though the shoe is more exposed now, to whereas though we can wear these and they can get the justice that they supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But back then we were getting more like nostalgic sneakers, like Jordan 15s, Jordan 17s, Jordan 16s. I remember when Jordan went to the Wizards and they dropped that Ginger 15, bro. That was like one of the most sought after sneakers when we was in, freshman year. Like, it was crazy, bro. So just going back to, the actual subject, I was wearing these back then more because I was skating at the time. So I was wearing, like, we had DC shoes, which were Rob Dyrdek sneakers. Right. I was wearing those. I was wearing more Vans. And I was wearing New Balance. Right. Like the 991s, 992s. We wore Air Force Ones. We wore the shell toe Adidas. You know what I'm saying? That was our aesthetic. We wore Air Max 95s, the Charles Barkley Air Max, the black, red, and white joints. I remember those because I had them. Like, stuff like that, bro. you know, that rides over this any day because they were so limited. Not everybody can get this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You couldn't just walk in the store and get a bread Jordan one because back then they weren't giving the ones a lot of different colorways like they are now. They giving
Mhm.
ones a lot of different colorways. It was more OG. They might have re-retroed the royal toes, the royal ones, all blue stuff like that. You know, I had when they did the Co JP the ones I had those, but I wasn't like that wasn't really my go to back then because we were wearing big ass jeans, like crazy big jeans.
Yeah. It was a
And me
it
being
was
like
a
65 to 85 pounds, wearing them big jeans, I didn't want to wear no shoes that was, you know,
Yeah. Hell yeah. That makes sense, bro.
crazy times, man. I miss those
Yeah.
days.
So yeah, I mean, no, it makes sense, bro. Like I respect the choice. It make your story. That's the thing about the sneaker culture. That's why we like having people on here to hear the different stories because the story is what shapes the collection in a lot of ways, and the story shapes your mindset, and the way you look at certain stuff, then the different ties to things you have nostalgically versus what just look good. Like it's a lot of stuff that look good that I like that I'm like, yeah, I can see myself rocking that. But certain stuff I'm like, nah, I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I remember that. And I know we in
Yeah,
different
and you know,
age
where
groups, you
that
know what I'm saying?
comes to play at. That's the collector part. In it.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you start to build your collection, for me personally, it's and I'm pretty sure it's like that for a lot of sneakerheads. Certain stuff you give it more value than everybody else does.
Because it's like the value what people forget to realize is the value of a sneaker is dependent on the person, like you guys are saying. Like the value is like it might be how effectively hard it's to get, how much hustle and grind you have to get it, how the colorway, the history, all of that plays a massive effect. And it also comes across from your childhood as well, what you were wearing, how you were, and how nostalgic it is, and all of that stuff plays a massive input into the pickups you do. And cute, like I kick kind of personified that with these choices. So in realistic terms, that the reason why you picked that 992 is because it's something, it's associated with your hometown, bro. Like and where you come from, and it represents what you're into,
Sure,
and your identity as well. So you being from a skateboarding background, you more than likely to lose that because you want other people to respect that. And Jordan 1s is not your thing. So in realism terms, even though you pick them up, it's something that you don't resonate with. And you got to respect that. You got to respect anybody's choices. And this whole lose, choose, and dump thing is not. He's not telling other people what you want to happen. It's your thing, your choices, and your individual choices, which nobody should hold against you. And from that realistic term. So that was beautifully executed, bro. But now I'm interested to see what Q's choices are.
I appreciate it.
Between those three?
Yeah.
My man, let's hit it. Let's get it.
Nah, I'm going Jordan 1. I'm choosing the 1.
Yep.
And I'm losing the dunk because I don't my only attachment to New Balance, and this is an era thing. In 1998, 99, there was a wave. There was a 574 wave in the South. We was getting every colorway, every material. I mean, solids, mixed colors, every color you can think of, bro. Leather, canvas, suede, nubuck, like 574s in Atlanta when I was in my last couple of years of high school was the shit, bro. I don't know how it happened. I don't know where it came from. Just all of a sudden, people started wearing New Balance 574s, and it was dope. Like it was just another shoe. Like it was a bunch of shoes back then that was popping in and out of the culture. You know, it'll be cool for a couple of years, then you never see it again. It ain't like the company stopped, but we stopped liking it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened for me with New Balance. So I can't even. I don't. I have no attachment to New Balance. I have an attachment to Nike.
So are you dumping? So are you dumping? Are we saying you're dumping the
Yeah, the New Balance. I have to.
No, you're dumping it, or you said you're losing the New Balance because you still got you got the still.
I'm choosing the Jordan 1.
He's choosing
the
Jordan 1, and he's dumping the New Balance.
Right, and so you're basically losing the dunk. You're using the dunks, right?
Yeah, that's the logical choice for me. But
right, cool.
So that's for everybody.
For you,
here you go, TJ.
We're gonna switch it up a little bit for you. So I want to know from you, Jordan 4, Jordan 13. What you want to
do, man?
Jordan 4, Jordan 13.
Okay.
And Air Trainer 1.
Woo!
What you see what
where did he go?
He trying to hide.
What?
He trying to hide. He trying to hide, bro. Don't hide from
Jordan 4, Jordan 13.
And I was like, what?
Oh, the Air Trainer 1.
Yeah. And that's hard enough, right? I could have made it more difficult, but that's hard enough.
So I'm gonna dump the fours.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm dumping those. I'm dumping those fours. I'm losing the Air Trainer 1 because I think that's a good you made it fucking hard, bro. You made it hard. I'm losing the Air Yo, don't show me that stuff. Don't show me
that. You dumping this?
It's my choice. I'm dumping the 4s. I'm choosing the 13s. Comfortable sneaker, beautiful design. Love the pants.
You choosing the 13 over the 4?
Yeah.
That's one of the most comfortable Jordans I ever.
It is.
And the reason why I'm choosing the 13 over the 4s, I'm dumping the 4s. I think I'm just getting into the Air Trainer vibe, so I don't want to dump it. And it kind of has a lot more. It has a lot more history, a lot more kind of meaning, and a lot more emphasis in the Air Trainer 1 that I'm still learning. So I don't want to dump it. Because like I want to learn more about it, even though I lose it out of my collection. But for me, between it comes a simple choice between the 13 and the 4. I love my 13s, bro. I'm not joking. You know me. I will pick up every 13 over any 4, bro.
Believe this. I cannot believe this, bro. I cannot believe.
I'm just saying because, like, bro.
No, like, essentially, you choosing.
Bang the gavel, bro.
You choosing. you choosing the Trainer 1 over the 4. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, because I kind of think that for a utility sneaker, for a trainer, it can do a lot more than a 4 can. So and the history. I'm thinking of it logistically wise. I'm just saying because I think personally, like for me, the Air Trainer 1 still has a lot more. Like think of it this way. The 1 the 2, the 3, skip the 4, the 5. It still would have had. It still would have had. It still would have had a lot of more meaning going forwards than you know.
Way, bro. I can't believe this, bro. I'm appalled. I am appalled at this. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Yo.
And you can truly tell I'm on that Air 21 wave.
I can't believe this.
I'm sorry,
I can't believe this.
I gotta give you the red.
Well, that's my choice, bro.
Red card. No,
Are you serious, cuz?
no, because you went way too far in the explanation. You could have stopped before you said 1, 2, 3, 5. And no, bro. That's what.
Yeah, then come up over the
That's why you got.
be a menace, bro.
Yo, on a realistic thing, like the 13 is probably one of my, like I picked up 13s before I really picked up 4s properly, because like for me, my favorite one of my favorites is the 5. 5 is like my favorite silhouette. Then it has to be like 13s and 12s. For me, truly, like that 13, the design, the concept, the kind of inspiration behind that brings so much to the game. So I was gonna pick 13 over 4. So, and I love the 4s, and like it's unfortunate that I have to dump it, but I love the 4s. But with the Air 21, the reason why I just chose to lose it and give it to other people that want to wear it, it's such an underrated sneaker. Forget the Travis Scott line. I don't really like it. That's absolute bullshit, like rubbish. But like for me, the inspiration that like Tinker did with the Air 21, with the Jordan 3, with everything else that built off it, it's inspirational. And like we like me and Q always talked about the whole Andre Agassi and what do you call it, the Bo Jackson effect on that.
Oh my goodness, the Andre Agassi.
And not a lot of people appreciate that. And even the fact that John McEnroe had it in '84, premiered it in '85, before premiered it in '85, premiered it in '86, and then released in '87. Literally goes to show like the significance of that sneaker. So this is why I'd rather lose the Air 21, me personally, knowing the history behind it, because it had such a massive impact and not a lot of people recognize that. So this is why the 4 for me is a beautiful sneaker, gorgeous. But the thing is, when you put me in the corner like that, I'm gonna choose what I'm gonna choose. And the 13, like, bro, he got game 13s, Flint 13s, bro. I pulled out 13, like Flint 13, anything like that. Yo, I'm down for. I love the way the 13 is designed. Yeah, when you put that 13 on feet, you almost feel like a panther, bro. You almost feel like you can take on the world. You almost feel like, yo, come, let's do this. See what I'm saying? So for me, that's my choice. This is the reason why I chose what I chose. Because like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose any of them. Don't really want to lose any of them. So, realistically speaking, it has to be the 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I can't knock your choices. Look like Kick having some technical problems over there. But yeah, that the 13, bro. As much as I love it, I can't choose it over the 4. I just.
Bro. I respect that. I do respect that. Because the thing with me is, any beautiful 13 that comes out, I will pick up. I picked up the court purple 13s. I picked up the obsidian 13s, even though he got game 13s. I picked up red Flint 13s, the OG 13s. Like, bro, for me, that sneaker itself, it doesn't really come out as much as like a 1 or a 4 will. And the 4 is obviously getting pushed more and more. But for me, like, is I like underrated shoes. I do like underrated shoes because
I don't really think 13s are underrated.
they're not as
Like every silhouette been hoarded out a little bit, right?
yeah.
Like we can
sound is my sound was messing up.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. You
That's
good
fine,
now?
that's fine.
Somebody had called and it fucked up the sound. I mean, it messed up the sound. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to leave out and tap back in.
Cool.
No worries, bro. So yeah, so
with every silhouette we getting, and we will continue to get. There's no doubt in my mind. We will always have bad colorways. You know what I'm saying?
mind you, I'm gonna get so much stick from this. I know it.
No, I mean,
you're choosing the 4 over the 30. You're choosing 13 over the 4.
Yeah. I mean,
Hold
you
on.
see my reaction?
Hold on.
No, that's a bad comparison. That's a bad comparison.
I know it's a bad comparison. That's the only ones I got here, bro.
You got your brands behind you. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got your brand fours behind you, bro. Do not do that, bro. You not finna hold up that winterized Ford next to that Flint and try to act like it's all good. No, man. No,
it's
bro.
all good in there. But
Listen, you take this, okay? You racking up the cars today. You are racking up penalties today. This man, how you going to, bro? No, bro. No. You're not pulling out no Flint 13 and holding them next to the winterized Ford and thinking that's gonna fly, bro. That is not flying around here, bro. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. You trying to get over on me.
What are you choosing? What are you choosing, though, bro? What are you choosing? The Flint or the winterized?
No.
Oh, but by the way, I think generically the choices would have been the choices would depend on the colorways as well. So like if for me, like if it would have been the bread 4s versus the what do you call it, the bread 13s, I would go with the bread 4s. But when like it depends on in the individual colorways, and I think like for me a lighter color in the 13 is far superior and then the darker colors in the 13 for me. But the darker colors, it depends on the colorway. Like if you got the cool purple 13s, that still is such a dope silhouette. It definitely depends on the colorway.
Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that because there are we got kickback. There are a lot of colorways of the 13s that a lot of the ones that miss to me, I feel like they should hit, and some of the ones that hit, I look at them like I wouldn't buy that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in you saying that, I think about the Mellow 13, and we know that was a factory thing, right? So that shoe didn't release the way it should have.
Yeah, but
people still bought that shoe.
Yeah, but the Mellow 13s has got a lighter yellow colorway, so it's like a more pollen colorway. So this is what I'm saying.
So,
if I'm talking.
So the bread, the black and red. Imagine, and go ahead, Nike. The shattered backboard.
Did you just call Kick Nike?
Go ahead, Nike. Imagine that the shattered backboard 13 black with orange with the sail pods. Or black and sail with orange. You know what I'm saying? Think about
it's probably because I've got the He Got Games in my head at the moment, and that's been like one you can't beat that as a 13, bro.
But you held up the Flint and the winterizer, like that don't.
Right.
So let's let's go to what we really came to do.
Hold on, 2 seconds. If we're doing that, give me 2 seconds. I'll give you a task, right? Kick. Give us your top 5 sneakers from last year while I do something. I need to do something. I'll be back. Right, give us your top 5 sneakers. Just explain to us.
Okay.
You did.
I think I got them with me.
You did do a top 10 last year, right?
Yeah, I did. I did a top 10. He said 5 though, right?
Yeah. So what was
All
those?
right, I still got them, right? So boom,
I think I know a couple of them.
boom, boom. I think it was boom, boom,
That
and then I think I went with these.
that you didn't have. Yeah, you did. It was that one. It was that one. So you didn't have the Gundam in your top 10, or did you?
It was in my top 10.
You're not
So
top 5 though.
I got my top 5s right here, and I got my honorable mentions. So first of all, these dropped last year. We gotta go with these. Boom.
What number? That's 5 or 1?
Out the gate. My favorites.
That's 1.
Boom. Then my second favorite of the year.
With the spoons.
Joe Fresh. I mean the Sean Witherspoon. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the Sean Witherspoon Super Earth. ZX8000. You know how these went. And I put work in these, as you can see.
Yeah.
I went University Blue Jordan 1.
Okay.
And then I went Raging Bull for the nostalgic purpose, because the last time we got these, it was in a pack with the satin.
Raging Bull,
the satin Jordan 1s.
The 3M. No, it was
the Jordan 5s, yeah.
3M 5.
Yeah, the 3M joints. Okay, boom. So the all 3M.
The black
so
ones.
Boom. We got these, boom. And then Topaz 4s.
Topaz?
Yeah.
You ain't wore those yet.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. I saw the lace bag. Sitting there. I ain't know.
Hold on, let me show you my toe.
How they wearing? You wore them a lot, or?
I wore them a lot. I've worn these more than I can count on my hands.
So how they wearing?
At least 11 to 12 times.
How's the material holding up?
Look.
So it's just like that. It ain't. Do you feel like it's gonna start tearing? Not necessarily tearing, but fading at your.
What I will say is, I never revealed it. So you can always take this off.
No. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about a natural reveal, like just peeling off.
Just wear and tear. Not yet. I don't see any wear and tear yet. What I will say is that as you wear them, the regular suede that's on there on the medial and lateral side, it becomes a little bit beadier, it gets long. You know what I mean? That's the only difference. If you could see it right here, it kind of looks like long-haired suede a little bit back here.
Yeah, I do.
You see it?
Yeah.
Right here. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. And I feel like that makes it look better. That adds more definition to it.
What in the hell?
Oh, man. Woo! What's going on, man?
It's sneaker court time.
He came in at the perfect time, too. I was on my last one.
What in the hell?
This was my top 5.
Yo, order. Sneaker court time, bro.
Oh, yeah, my honorable mention.
Guilty.
My honorable mention.
So, are we doing this?
Apparently
Order
so.
in the court, man.
Apparently so.
Order in the court.
Honorable Judge J.T. presiding.
God, what's our court case today, bro?
Am I on the docket?
No, bro.
He was like,
No, bro.
He was like, what the hell?
Nah, it's because I had no idea about the wig. I didn't know the wig
though.
the road was coming out.
I got the
wig,
You see?
Are you serious?
You see what's going on right now, right? You see it, right? So no. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. So last week,
I gotta get back.
Last week, we predicted. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna save this. I ain't gonna post this. I'm gonna wait until this episode is out.
Look, so last week we gave a guilty verdict on mischief, right? And it turns out that we was right. Right.
Yep.
So as far as Marcus, we gave the guilty verdict to Marcus, right?
And for the trophy rooms, right?
Right. And in the court of public opinion, Marcus is also guilty, right? This not because we say he's guilty, it's because everybody say he's guilty.
My name is Judge Public Opinion.
Right.
Judge Public Opinion in the building. You know what I'm saying?
You are guilty.
So we've been on a little bit of a streak there as far as the cases that are actually provable. So we want to keep it rolling. My question is
I'm having too much fun, bro.
should we take Benjamin Kicks to the court of public opinion? Sneaker court of public opinion.
Of course, bro.
Benjamin Kicks is definitely on the docket, bro.
So Benjamin, Mr. Benjamin, has been on a trolling streak like none other. He trying to out corporations, right? Is that what he's saying? He's
basically saying, I ain't no fool. I get it from the plug. The plug be the company's. Fuck your plug.
Right.
Pretty much, bro.
So because of the Marcus thing, he is now blowing the top off of everything when it comes to the real. I'm talking about the real high level backdoor situations that take place in the community that people like us, we can only imagine being in them rooms and seeing what type of buffoonery is going down with these store owners and managers. And from what Benjamin Kiss saying, it's the companies too. Like, are we believing? Are we going with people that work for $1 billion corporation backdooring pairs to a civilian? Like, because that's what it is, right? It's a civilian. I ain't talking about the local store where you've been shopping there for 6 years and they know you're gonna be there every release and you got relationships with this one and that one, and you know you on the Instagram page, you be there so much, right?
Right.
And you got a relationship with these people locally, especially with mom and pops, and they put you on these lists. I ain't talking about no backdoor list. I'm talking about this person. This a loyalty list. This a privilege list,
like
because
VIP.
this a VIP pass because people support. These are the people that have supported from day one, and other people will have a chance, but the day ones are locked in, right? We know these type of situations happen, especially with skate shops. We were just talking about dunks a little while ago. With skate shops, that's pretty much the system. You have to be plugged in to ensure that you're going to be able to have access to certain stuff. We're not talking about that. We're talking about high level, like, bro, with the shoes. Think about, I don't even want to pull up none of the foolishness he be posting, right? Because I hate it. When he posting these pictures with 200 pairs of unions, that's a truck, bro.
Yeah, you're not
putting that in your car. You're not putting that in no van. If that's a U, and that's at least a 14, 17 foot U-Haul, bro. I've seen it. I've done. I went to RetroCon. I was there at the beginning. These guys, Retro Rick and Mighty Mo, shout out to them. They pulling up with U-Haul trucks. Him and the shoe guard, U-Hauls, full U-Hauls, full of sneakers. You know what I mean? So this man getting like, how, bro? That's a truck, bro.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is you scamming? You part of the heist crew or what? Like, what's going on?
That shit look crazy. Like, is he in somebody's stockroom or like? Is he trolling? Like, what's going on? Like, are they letting them come in they warehouse and take pictures? Or is this really what he doing? You know what I'm saying? But my question is, why now? Like, why wait until now to try to out him? And man, bro, you should have been did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no point to be doing that now.
I think it's I think it's a bit of opportunity because if you really think about it, Anne Herbert got shouted out or kind of like she got found out that her kid she got caught up with his son, and that happened through COVID. And I feel like Benjamin Kicks is like the epitome of like resellers anyway. So basically he is the plug of the celebrity. So he's renowned for that. So in realism terms, I think he's taking opportunity with the fact that he knows some of this business goes on. So he's taking shade at Nike and stuff like that. And I feel like he maybe knows something about the releases and how they're retracting most of the mom and papa shop releases or the boutique releases, and Marcus ain't getting as much releases as he thinks. And he actually did say there's rumors that he probably got 3K to 7K kicks from the trophy room. So that's not even 200 pairs, bro. That's nearly like 3,000 to 7,000 pairs allegedly. Right. So in realistic terms, I think it was quite interesting for him to come out and say that. The reason why I think he said that was due to deflection, because I don't think him saying that was basically saying Nike with all the kicks and nobody else.
Right.
But him also saying that Nike probably looked up and said, well, we didn't give them to you. Who the hell is giving you these kicks in our company? And then the really funny thing was Marcus, like we talked about last week, instantly came out and started responding back to that. And you know how and you know how it is when somebody comes out and reacts the quickest.
I was gonna say you saying guilty. Bang the gavel.
Guilty. Marcus was guilty from last week. Public opinion says you're guilty. Marcus is definitely guilty.
So, Kid, in your opinion,
order.
In your opinion, where is Bender now? Like, is he guilty? Is he a bystander? Is he an accessory?
I feel like me personally, I think that Benjamin should. I mean, he's only guilty because he didn't keep his mouth shut. You see what I'm saying?
Why is he?
It don't matter why he's guilty.
But why is he guilty? What is his charges? What are you charging him with snitching?
I'm charging him with running off on the plug.
Yes.
Not once, but twice.
Guilty.
You see what I'm saying?
But you like
then
but
you
maybe
outing your source.
But no. But it's interesting because why would he be outing his plug when the plug's never going to give him that kind of shoe any now it's almost like you're shooting yourself
he's
in the
definitely trying to spin, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to spin us and make us think that he's getting it from somewhere.
That's what
he's really
it's an insinuation. It's
robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Because it's all alleged, right? It's all alleged. So
allegation.
Allegedly.
this is the insinuation, right? And this is the sneaker court of public opinion right here. So with the way he responded, just like the way Marcus responded, is you guilty, bro. You guilty of something. You might be trying to divert, like Kick is saying, you trying to spin us away from what's really going on.
You know what it is.
We still dizzy right now because we trying to figure it out.
You're gonna say some bullshit. You're gonna say some bullshit that's kind of related to what's really going on, but
of course
at the same time, you're going the other way. Yeah, you're trying to deflect because the attention going this way, so you're gonna throw the little guard up, boom, and try to bounce it back. Nah, bro, you guilty.
Yeah,
we seen that, bro.
We seen that.
We hipped you, bro. You one of them, bro.
So basically, what we're saying is, he's out with the old and in with the new. So basically, you don't want to know what the new is. So he's basically just saying, "Yo, Marcus, thank you for the favor. Now I'm going to snitch on you."
Yeah, because you got.
I feel like Marcus should have just kept his mouth shut. He shouldn't have popped out there because now people looking at him as guilty as well. You know what I mean? Like how
he's been done guilty. He's literally he's like, the really funny thing with that situation was, as soon as he opened his mouth, 3 resellers jumped down it. Like, here you go. Receipt. Right. Oh, you gave me 3Ks. You gave me 2K pairs. Oh, you actually gave me 7K pairs. Yo, look at this U-Haul. It's coming from Private Trophy Room. There you go. Yeah. Yo, bro, that was, and that's all allegations. That's all allegedly. But the thing is, it doesn't look good on you when you come out and say something and say, you're like, yo, it wasn't me. I'm fed up of people saying I did the back doors, and all of a sudden, all of the 3 main resellers in that I say, no, you did it. There you go.
And we never had a conversation. So if had we got a conversation from him sooner or at all before he jumped out the window, because that's really what he did. He jumped out the window. He came off super defensive. He came off super arrogant with the comments that he made that after that post came out where the guy was claiming all these pairs and Benjamin Kicks and the resellers from Seattle. Like, bro, Seattle, and come on, Seattle right there. We all know Nike's in Oregon. Washington and Oregon are right next to each other. Yeah, let's take this ride. We're gonna rent this truck. You know what I mean? We're gonna ride down here to Oregon. Like, so he trying to set up a whole nother scenario in your head because the Seattle, like, it's all over the place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So throwing Benjamin on top of that, and we know the type of shit he do. We seen the trophy room pictures. We see the union pictures. It's like, bro, it make too much sense and no sense at the same time because the main person, Marcus, ain't came out and said nothing. So we left with our thoughts.
And let's get this straight. It's like Benjamin ain't getting these pairs for like cheap. Like the amount he paid for the trophy rooms was what 1,000 to 1.5K for those trophy rooms. So he's not like going in and say, yo, I want the pairs for retail. Like, I don't think he's a supplier of a demand, right? And it depends on, and he will add the additional costs onto that because he's got his name behind it, Benjamin Kicks. So you're getting a kit for Benjamin Kicks, right? Cool. Let's pay. You got to pay the cost to be the boss, and this is why he's a celebrity plug. So in retrospect, him doing what he's doing is not because maybe he does get it from the plug. Maybe he does get it from Marcus, but Marcus ain't charging him retail. Or allegedly, Marcus, anybody in the warehouses ain't charging him that retail. They're charging him premium prices for that, bro.
Yeah.
So and you got to pay to be in it. So Benjamin Kicks can afford to do that, and he's doing it. And but if it's anything, I don't think he's guilty of being a reseller because he's always said he's been a reseller. But what we're talking about is him outing people, and snitching on people, and so in retrospect, that doesn't make no sense to me when he said it and did it, but it makes sense when you don't see the whole picture, because when you see the whole picture, then you're like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. But so sometimes you got to put yourself out of that situation to kind of think, what is the bigger picture? And the bigger picture is there's other deals in the line that he doesn't want to kind of bring light to, and therefore he's going to out people that he has no use for. And one of them obviously is Marcus, because Marcus doesn't fit right. And however much we might hate Marcus and what he did with the trophy room, he's an easy scapegoat for all these resellers to say, yo, Marcus gave me it, because he put himself in that situation. So Benjamin, any other reseller, even though like, let's just be honest, not saying Benjamin Kicks or any other resellers are doing that. Some resellers might go and pick up UAs. Some resellers might go pick up big, more expensive pairs and sell them off for profit. Some resellers might maneuver, but it's easier to blame somebody that's well known for backdooring, allegedly, like Marcus. So you're going to do that. And unfortunately, that happens in the game. And Marcus made himself a scapegoat for everybody by doing the stupidity he did, if he did do it.
However, this situation could end up being a good thing, or it could just be a continuation. Because if all this stuff is all the stuff that he's alluding to, that he's getting shit off the factory floor, like he getting it. He's not going to the stores, like he actually getting shipments. If he's damaged that relationship to the point where he can't do that no more, it's good either for resellers that aren't as big as him or the community at large, if not both, because that means there's going to be a lot of freed up pairs that's going to hit the streets, and that also means that's a plug that's going to be available for people that's looking to do the same type of stuff that he do.
Yeah.
So it may or may not be a good thing.
But Benjamin Kicks ain't stupid. Like, let's just be honest. Like, he's a very, very intelligent person, and him saying what he said and knowing what he knows, he ain't gonna sacrifice his plugs. So he's getting plugged in elsewhere. So what you're gonna do? Get rid of, like, any businessman and any business company would get rid of dead wood. So him doing what he did and saying what he said and bringing light to what everybody already knows allegedly, he's just basically saying, I don't need you guys. I've got other things. So basically, it's a case of deflection. It's a case of, like, basically saying, I know I can get it from somewhere else. I don't need you. You're not used to me, and I'm gonna just, there you go, throw you into the wolves.
Basically disposable.
Yeah, exactly. So from that perspective, Mark Benjamin Kicks, you are guilty of being a flexogrammer, for snitching, for doing all those things, for bringing light to what we already know.
2 counts of running off on the plug.
Guilty.
Multiple counts of snitching.
Yeah.
Snitches get
that's
stitches.
That's heavy charges. So for them heavy charges, Benjamin Kicks,
guilty.
You, Benjamin Kicks, are being sentenced with loss of the plug. Hopefully, the loss of the plug will result in a gain for the general sneakerhead that want to pick up pairs and assist people and do legitimate business out here and not be out here clout chasing and capping and snitching on the plug. All right, you need to stop, bro. You need to stop. I'm sick of you. I don't like your face. I don't like your business practices. Benjamin Kicks as an Instagram account and a person is getting this shoe dog book.
We throwing the book at you.
Throwing at you.
But your sentence is 10 years of providing the community with retail pairs of sneakers. Guilty. Right, next case. I like
we are the Shoe Dog Podcast, and we sponsor this
message. Order. Right, next case. It's something you alluded to earlier in the podcast. Dornbeckers, right? We're taking these resellers to court for selling Dornbeckers to the community for inflated prices. Right. So
take the resellers to court. Because I didn't get any of those. So take their ass to court then.
So the reason why I'm going to bring this up and the reason why this irks me the most is basically because the Dornbecker Foundation is a charitable foundation that releases limited pairs of sneakers to the community, designed by the patients that are actually suffering. And for me personally, like for anybody to pick up that, I know the sneakers are limited. I know that like Nike could do better and do mass releases, but unfortunately they don't. And I feel like personally that any of the money that comes from the resale of those Dornbeckers needs to go back to that charity to help that foundation. Because at the end of the day, that foundation probably is that research facility, the patients, all of that stuff, the time and aspects that's gone into that stuff, and that goes for anybody that does UAs and sells them as well. You instantly are confiscated from this conversation. You are eliminated from the conversation. You should already be in jail for that conversation. But for that, I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me when people are taking money away from a charity. And that's why I want to bring it up. So what is your guys' opinion on that?
Go ahead,
I mean, I feel like, the profits should go back to, like, being as though, they've been doing Dornbeckers, like the whole design as a collective with each, patient and each student and each person that's been involved with it. I feel like, they should do more for the students. You know what I'm saying? Not just let them design. I feel like you should, throw something big like at Madison Square Garden and bring all of the or whatever, in Oregon, whatever, stadium you have out there. I feel like you should throw an event for these things. You know what I'm saying? For these items that they're dropping, and it's kind of like they're giving us a piece of their art. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
As far as reselling the items, that's never gonna stop. That was going on before StockX, GOAT.
That's fine. That's fine. But the thing is, I still like it, even though it happens, and a lot of people always say, like, in any circumstance and events, everybody says, "Oh, it happens. It happens. It's always happened." But that doesn't change the fact that it's wrong. Like, for me personally, it's wrong to take it's wrong to take money from a homeless guy, bro. So it's wrong to take money from a charity and an organization that is helping patients and helping fund research and development to help patients in that thing. So for me, and this is even, I'm not even talking about the local resellers. I'm talking about GOAT and StockX and all of that stuff, because like this week we saw GOAT and StockX donate all the money from the what do you call it? The Mamacita Kobe Mamacita 16 Sweet 16s, and give it back to the charitable donations. They should be doing that with the Dornbeckers. Where were you when that was happening? Why are you selling Dornbeckers for thousands of pounds and profiteering off the fees and the proceeds, when that should be going back to the charity that deserves it the most? And that is the charities that is out here helping people the most.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But at the end of the day, and clearly, based on based on all our answers, we probably agreeing on the verdict here. But when you look at the mindsets of the population, we know that's not the case. Like Kicks said, it's been going on since before on the online sellers made it easier, which in turn made it worse. But I don't think I don't even understand how they could do it for the Mamba Academy and not do it for Dornbecker.
Exactly.
Yeah, that don't even make sense. That's actually, like, you made a wonderful point. not to cut you off or nothing, Q, but
no, you good.
This is something that needs to be spoken about, you know what I'm saying, publicly. Like, if we can, I mean, we're speaking about it now, and then this is going up on YouTube, so sooner than later, some of the right people are gonna hear this, you know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a step toward,
And the whole emphasis of sneaker court is also to highlight bad practices and stuff like that. So, like it's not all money is good money. Not all money is good money. Like reselling is to a limit. Where it's okay, you resell, that's fine. You're making a business, you're making an earning, which is fine. But when you start to resell and you delve into the bad market, like UAs, you delve into the bad market, like selling charitable sneakers for resale, and not even donating any of that money back to the cause that's there. That's bad money. That's bad karma, bro. Like I think I can't mess with it at all. Like Dornbeckers that are priced at $2,000, $3,000, or even $1,000, £1,000, and the resellers are taking the money back and profiteering off it, bro.
I was gonna say, like,
just give it back. Just give it back to charity.
Dornbeckers ain't even going for that much. Dornbeckers here are going for like, your pound is maybe like 142 American dollars, right? So for every 100 pounds, so it'd be like maybe like 500 pounds per like shoe or whatever. But needless to say, it's like, how would they go about it if these shoes are being distributed all over the world? Like, how could they possibly get in touch with the right people? You know what I'm saying? We got to give those avenues a chance as well. Like, who knows how to give some of this money back to these people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine in saying, but like for me personally, it's hard. It's hard for you to control. It's definitely hard for you to control because there's always gonna resell. But from a conscious point of view, you should be thinking, okay, like I should not really be selling this sneaker, or any Dornbecker because like. I'm taking that money away from a dying. Let's just be honest. You're taking the money away from a dying kid.
This, when they get to the store don't pay full price for them shoes. They, play a part in it as well. So if you can, beat a dead horse all day, bro. You can't change what's already, going on. So if it was a pick and choose, people wouldn't sell certain shoes after someone dies. There would be nobody still selling Virgil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be nobody.
And then that's a whole different matter. That's a whole different matter.
No, it's the same. It's the same.
It's actually the same, bro. Because you're selling someone's items that they can't, no longer enjoy. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Really?
No, but the reason why I say it's slightly different, and I'm kind of slightly disagreeing with you guys, is because for me personally, like the money that goes to the Dornbecker Foundation goes to research and development of helping these kids, kind of, especially with these kids that actually could have a solution, could have a cure. That's where the money's going. So that's the only difference I can see with it, because like. Those thousands of pounds going back to that charity, even with the sales of those sneakers, you could find a cure to some of the problems and ailments of these kids that are actually are suffering. So that is the difference between like somebody actually being there.
That's the difference. I get what you're saying 100%. Yep. But to me, it's the same difference.
Yeah.
Meaning the reasons are different, but the significance is the same.
It's the same.
You know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I was gonna say, like, going back to the people that work in these factories should get some type of compensation too, because they don't get paid anything to make these shoes, and the shoes don't cost anything to make. You know what I'm saying?
Those are things that we want to talk about out of our control. Like those are things that are definitely out of our control because of the fact that these places, this is the type of stuff that happens in those places. You know what I'm saying? And we know how the world works. We know how commerce works. You know,
Yep.
we know how supply and demand works. This is the result of capitalism. It's a result of commerce throughout the world. Like
That's just like
how
gas
many
inflation right now.
yeah, how many years have we been hearing about jobs leaving the US? Because people can go other places and make more money doing less work because of where they're from. But when we talk about where all our sneakers, most of our sneakers get made, especially for me, like Nikes and Jordans, there's Taiwan, there's China, you know what I'm saying? So Korea, these places, they got these structures in place. And this is what these people know. We look at it a certain way because of our perspective. And it's not cool. I'm not saying it's cool, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's a realization I had to come to because when we have that conversation, people try to hold that against us. They try to hold against me that people work in bad conditions because I like sneakers. It's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? I like sneakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
I don't work for Nike. You know what I'm saying?
But that whole story could go down to anything. You can take that analogy to anything. Like forget like we should hold companies to standards for human rights and human and all of that stuff. But we should also hold company standard to food produce. We should hold standards to the pollution. We should hold standards to everything. Like everything. So that's stuff like that is out of our control. So in realism terms, what we can do is bring light to it. And it's good for us to bring light to it and make sure we hold the companies to effect to what they're doing. But when we're talking about something within our control, which is reselling, that's within our control, bro. Because that's something we should hold.
It's not because everything in the world is being resold, from the food you eating to everything.
Yeah, bro.
It's being resold,
listen,
bro.
So
you can't control it.
We on our level of it, right? Because you know we all do the sneaker thing, but reselling, bro. Just when I talk about resale culture, I'm not just boxing it into sneakers.
Nah,
like,
sure.
and I mention resale culture when we have sneaker resale conversations, but when I put that word culture on it, it's not just sneakers, bro. It's all over the world. Stuff is getting resold. Like that's commerce. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go to the root of it, when you go to, you know, sourcing and wholesale, retail, and resale, there's always been resale because of supply and demand. If something is limited and only certain people got it, if they want to sell it, you're not gonna get it for what I paid for it. Especially if it's sought after.
So to resale, you could I'm just spot on. You can take resale as in, you the farmer that's growing that fruit is going to sell it at wholesale, and the companies that pick it up is going to sell it for resale because it's not the price that it was originally kind of marketed at.
Retail. There's a wholesale, retail, then resale, because retail is the gauge, right? Like retail is where.
It? Because well, you can go to, if you had the time and effort, you can go to these farmhouses and they can sell you the fruit for the price that they kind of charge you for. That's the actual retail, bro. Because like there is these areas where you can drive in to the farmyards and pick up fruit, veg. But you can I do it. My parents do it in the UK. So in retrospect, that's the lowest retail, and anything above that.
The term for that is wholesale because you're getting it straight from the supplier. You know what I mean? And we talked about this, right? We talked about this. If we had the power to walk into a Nike factory and purchase our sneakers straight off the press.
Q, your mic's gone. So unfortunately, Q's mic's gone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There were basically technical difficulties, but so I think the big industries have listened to Q and they're like, "Yo, we don't want you talking about this."
Yeah, they doing something, man. They doing something with the show.
And we can't hear you either, bro. We can't hear you either at all. Still no volume. But yeah, I understand what Q said. The retail prices, the shop supermarkets, still can't hear you, bro. Still can't hear you. So the retail price is always gonna be the retail. Yeah, can hear it start.
Okay.
Go on.
No, I'm just saying if we could walk in the factory and get it straight off the press right after it's made, we wouldn't be paying what we paying. That would be wholesale. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off the terminology of it. You know what I mean? Because retail is what we want to pay, right? We don't even want to pay that. We wish it was lower. We want the discount. We want the the discount code or the coupon or the I got these many points, so I get this much off. Or we got all that going on. But
what
that
I
ain't
will say
nothing
about the
compared to the
food
wholesale.
analogy is way different because you could be a farmer and get it for free. Then there's no price. Then there's no retail. Then you sell it.
Sweat equity.
You reselling it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a bit different because basically, when you're a farmer and you grow it, you're going to gauge the price that you're going to sell it in terms
It's
of
just like when you Nike and you building a sneaker from scratch.
I do
you
kind of
building
think
it from scratch.
I
For
do kind of
$2
think,
or whatever you paying the person that's making it.
but you got upfront costs as well. So the farmer's going to hire those tractors. The farmer's going to buy those seeds. The farmer's going to plant those. He's going to maintain them. Going to use resources. He's going to use petrol. He's going to use. He's going to use basically the supply that required to grow that.
Yeah.
Grow that. So that's
infrastructure.
Infrastructure, sweat equity, all of that builds up to the cost. So that's never going to be free because it's taken away from the pocket of.
It's free for you if you want to use it.
Exactly.
But you still had to put in the work.
And the same thing with Nike is like the sweat equity with Nike would be them actually finding sources, redesigning what you got like the whole infrastructure of the business as well, promotion, marketing. All of that goes back into the sweat equity and then the cost of that sneaker. So basically, in retrospects, even though you think Nike's getting it for free, it's not free because they're sourcing it, they're building it, they're designing it, they're putting they're putting that labor of love into that design and build to get that sneaker produced. And the production, so that is not really free because if it was truly free, then anybody could do it. See what I'm saying? But it's the upfront cost.
Yeah, it's infrastructure, bro. That's gonna always just even with what we do, right? Because I know Kick, you do YouTube. You know, you had to buy your cameras. You had to have lenses and lighting and all that. Then with the type of content we do, we got our collections. We know we ain't getting this stuff free or cheap. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's all infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
And using that analogy, we are the farmers.
We keeping that real deal.
Exactly. And we are those farmers. We are those farmers planting the seeds, producing the content, and buying the sneakers. So that's not free, bro. So in retrospect, I agree. Maybe Q is wholesale, but for me, when I regard wholesale as a mass stock. Like you're picking up full wholesale as in bulk.
Well, that's where distribution come in at, because even I work in the alcohol industry, right? And it's regulations. Like you can't walk into the Budweiser factory and buy a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? This is where they're producing it. Then there's the distributor, the person or the entity that's licensed to distribute your product to the commercial operations who are then selling it to the consumer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So all that costs. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Infrastructure.
So what we're technically saying is the retailer is the shops that you buy, like your Tesco's, your Sainsbury's, or what your Kmart's and all that stuff. So basically, they're the retailers. the restaurants or the resellers?
No, it's wholesale and retail. You flipping it. You flipping it. You want to take wholesale out of the equation. No, wholesale is there, bro. Like that's what it's referred to as. That's how it works in most industries. Like that's where bootlegging come in.
Anything that you see,
bootlegging is selling without license, right?
Yeah,
selling something that's not legal, or even like loosies, right? Loose cigarettes. It's illegal to sell loose cigarettes because you don't have a license to sell tobacco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it boiled down, so in a sense, when we break it all the way down from production to resale, it's a lot of stuff that going on in the middle. Just like when resellers, I've been in line, you know, just like we've all been in line, and we know the hustle, we know the struggle to pick up, and so resellers they input that into the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? So they taxing you for the work that they put in to actually get the shoes. You know what I'm saying? Plus the hype, plus the rarity, all that. You know what I mean? All that go into prices. Like when we talk about like MSRP and all that, that's why they start ripping the stickers off when they raise the price, because these shoes had already been produced. They decided they was going to raise the price after the fact, so we got to rip the price tag that's there off.
Yeah,
because I'm charging you $210, but the box say $190, and that's gonna make you feel like you're not paying the right price. You're paying more than you're supposed to be paying.
It's not the recommended retail price. So going back to the original question. Resellers selling Dornbeckers
I don't like it.
and profiteering. What is your charges, bro? What do you feel? And I'll give my verdict, and we can call the judge of public opinion.
I charge with profiting off of sick kids.
and on that, kick agrees. And on that, order. Resellers, you're guilty of selling those Dornbeckers for prices that need to go back to the foundation, need to go back to those kids. You're profiteering off sick kids. So guilty as charged. All the money that you have earned from this point onwards needs to go back to that foundation. Doesn't matter that resale. Doesn't matter if it's not a Dornbecker. You need to give that money back to the charity. Not every money is good money.
Right. It's all wishful thinking, bro. Because we know how people are, man. Like, it's getting tougher out here for a lot of people. Some people, and people with that hustler mindset, they ain't gonna want to hear none of that, bro. Like, it's a product. It's to be sold, and that's what they're gonna do. So
I'm back. Judge of public opinion is gone. I'm back.
Yeah, man. That's a tough one though. Like that whole reselling Dornbeckers.
Yeah, that's a good subject though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty controversial.
It's deep.
It's very controversial, and the thing is, this is what the whole emphasis of the Shoe Dog podcast is to bring to light stuff like that, and to make people understand, or to make people kind of think, oh, okay, cool, that's interesting. I never knew that. But
see, you can go surface level with that, or you can go as deep as you want to go.
Yeah. Exactly, because we ended up going really deep with that. We ended up going really deep with that to the point where we started accusing Nike of reselling Dornbeckers.
Listen, but the auction part of it, as far as Dornbeckers is concerned, the auction part of it is where I feel like they know they're gonna get their money. So the general release, if we want to call it that, the limited release to the public of whatever they came up with, including the merch, because it's not only the sneakers that we get the merch too that go with it. Hopefully, Nike got something set up with Dornbecker that the sale of all the stuff through Nike also is going to give towards the hospital.
Yeah.
So
I think
the resale on the resale side of it is kind of like all back end bullshit. Like it don't necessarily matter, but because of what it is, because of what those releases mean to those kids, I do feel a little salty about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I can't. Like Brogan, he getting them LeBrons for retail. You know what I mean? I just need my money back. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine because we're out here assisting people as much as possible. So like that's fine. But when you could have easily, if you had that mentality, you could have easily got those LeBrons and sold them for like £500. Like you profited it and then kind of put the money in your back pocket. But then, for me, if you're doing that, you just basically give the profit back to the charity. Because from that perspective, I don't. You got to think of like I think people sit there and just don't think about they don't think about the consequences. Just think about the deed, and the deed is I sold these Dornbeckers and I got profit off it. But the higher aspect of it is, this kid's actually on his deathbed, and that money could go to find a cure.
Yeah.
So and that's where I'm trying to get at with this whole conversation about not reselling Dornbeckers, because I know it happens, and obviously I bought a Dornbecker for resale because I had no other choice. But unfortunately, it's still not good because I'd rather have given that money to the charity and got the money off the got that sneaker for the price I did, and the majority of that profit went to the charity because I'm helping a cause.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
That makes a lot of sense, bro.
Yeah, like Kick says, it is what it is. But you have to plant the seeds for change for that to happen.
No, I ain't say that it is what it is. I'm just saying that, man, put a halt to that, man. You're gonna have to really put some work in.
Yep, 100%. Like it is.
Have to do something.
It is, and like I said, not all money is good money, because basically what ends up happening, karma is a massive thing in life. So what ends up happening is it will come full circle one day and you won't realize it. So not all money is good money, unfortunately.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I want to do this somehow. I don't know what I ordered, but I got a package. If y'all can see that, I got a package on the way from Japan. So
it is Air Max 1.
No.
It's Q's on the Air Max 1 wave at the moment.
No, it ain't no Air Max 1. I don't know where it's coming from though, but you know what? I do know what that is.
What it is?
Is it? What is it? An Air Max 1?
No, Air Max 1, bro? It ain't no Air Max 1. That's my that's probably my Nike ID from a few weeks ago that I was.
Were you able to order it this time around?
No, not the Air Max. It was the other one. Stop trying to bait me into telling you what the other one is.
You want to know what it is? You got to see it when they get here, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shut me down. Q was like, "Shut you down. Shut you down." There you go. Shut you down.
But yeah, I got some stuff.
Okay, so now we're talking our favorite subject of the day, which we always love to discuss. It is Mythbusters. So, Mythbusters, is it illegal to customize sneakers?
What? Hell no.
So
I don't think so.
You know what? You just said,
I hope
hell
not.
No. You just said hell no. And Kick is like, I hope not.
I hope not.
So what's your official definition of where do you guys stand? Where do you guys stand with the whole customization?
It's illegal to sell trademarks.
Yep.
But customization ain't selling a trademark; it's selling a service.
Yep.
And perspective.
Yep.
It's art.
So it's you're selling a piece of art. So why are Nike trying to control the Air Force One market? Not giving you as much Air Force Ones, or limiting your purchase of Air Force Ones, not allowing you to put butterflies, not allowing you to put like different kind of variation. Like I'm just being honest, because they're shutting that down real quick. I understand trying to put like Gucci and Dior and Louis Vuitton all over the sneaker, because that's you're basically plagiarizing somebody else's pattern on that sneaker to sell it. I think, and it detriments it detriments the collaboration or the customization with that brand, with Nike, because if it's already been done, Nike can't actually profiteer off it.
They can't.
Well, it depends. It depends, because with you saying that, right, that opens up the rabbit hole on this conversation, because we're talking about doing prints, right? Like, we know people have done custom Louis, custom Gucci, all this.
Yeah.
So when people paint characters, like if I put SpongeBob on my Air Force Ones, does that make it illegal? If I want because there was a Space Jam Air Force One, right? If I want to put Bugs Bunny and Lola on my shoes,
so that's
if my 16-year-old niece decide to customize her shoes,
comes in.
Shout out to Taylor. If my 16-year-old niece decide she want to draw a cartoon character on her shoe, is she liable?
Now that depends on that. Actually depends on what's happening with that shoe. Is it for personal use, or are you selling it? So I think.
Or what if somebody says, hey, like I love Daredevil. I want Daredevil on my shoe, like the character, and you do it for them, and you selling them that you selling them that art. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come after everybody, bro. Like, you gotta. I understand the whole cutback on bulk Air Force One sales.
Yeah.
Because that was like a defense to resale, because we all understood how hot all white Air Force Ones got a couple years ago, right? And you couldn't buy them, and people was reselling them. They were $90, and people was reselling them for pretty much $150. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was an easy flip. But I understand it from that perspective, but from the customizing perspective, nah, bro, that's a myth. Customizing is free speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't look at it as illegal. Like with the whole John Geiger and we talked about several times. Companies biting trademarks and designs. That's different from customizing. That's not customizing. That's retail. You know what I'm saying? Customizing ain't even if you got a store. Like, do you consider tattooing retail?
No.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's I don't. Tattooing is not.
It's
art.
It's
art.
And customizing sneakers is the same thing as tattooing.
So I'm just reading this article from lawyers.com, and basically I did some background research, and it says maybe several legal aspects clash in this case. First, once you purchase a shoe, you own it and can resell it. So hence the resale market. This basically looks at the guidance for reselling. They advise famous maker goods for sale. So basically that's that. There's another time where you can advertise the actual brand name as Swarovski, and they've sued. So basically, some people have done aspirations and like literally shout out, "This is Swarovski, a Swarovski custom," and Swarovski sued them because they don't want any affiliation with that. You can use any other crystals or diamonds or whatever it is to do it, but don't name the brand that you use because you're affiliating that yourself with that brand. So in retrospect to that, as for customizations, the copyright laws prohibit anybody but the original owner from making the derivative works to the shoe. So this could be a problem unless you have the permission from the original owner. So now the thing is, Nike hasn't stamped this out. So and Nike likes us to freestyle. So in retrospect to that, them doing like a blank 4 canvas shoe or a Muslim freeze is basically them allowing you to do your derivative to that. Even the Jordan 4 Levi's, the all white version, they gave you that to kind of freedom of art. So in retrospect to that, I don't think Nike's out here or any other companies out here trying to legalize or control your resale, the customization of sneakers. But I do think they have a problem with when you start using other brands or making alternative variations of the original trademark of that sneaker, so like the John Geiger or all the other ones that we've seen recently.
That's right, we're mischief. They didn't mind the Jesus shoe. They didn't like the Jumbo shoe. So now we got to shut that down. We don't want to be associated with no satanic nothing, no evil nothing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. So we're going to shut that down.
I feel like it's just like a bittersweet thing. Like Nike picks and chooses what they want to let pass. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be everything. It's a very touchy subject. I will say I love the fact that people can express themselves in different variations of what Nike is putting out. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Nike a breath of fresh air because at least they're using your sneakers, period. You know what I'm saying? It's still bringing more light to your brand. So at the end of the day, it's like, do you want more, people wearing your stuff, or do you not want more people wearing your stuff because they can easily go and make their own sneaker? You know what I mean?
And like I'll give you 2 other examples. I don't know why I'm holding this. I'll give you 2 other. I'm just used to holding the gavel. There's 2. Guilty. There's two other examples as well that says here. You can do it with the permission of the corporation. You can sell modifications of a sneaker without the company's permission. For example, a few years ago, Crocs became popular when people started selling decorations to place in various holes on the top of the sneaker. So that's not altering the original trademark of the sneaker. It's adding and developing it for your own flair and style, because you own, like, when you buy the sneaker, you own the right. You basically own a part of that right of the sneaker because it becomes your own. It's not like they're gonna ask for it.
I did too, because now Crocs start putting like different classes, like
and Nike's also done that with other variations of different sneakers. Because you've seen customizers do stuff with designs, and Nike's jumped on the bandwagon and used some of those concepts.
I feel like it helps them at some point. It helps them with new aspect, like new ventures that they might not even think about. You know what I'm saying? It gives them more to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like part of that is where the Dior Jordan 1 might have came from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and exactly. This was just about what I was about to get onto. The other thing that one of the lawyers has said is, yes, you can, provided that you're buying the sneakers from an authorized distributor and the shoe, but you're not buying it from the black market or counterfeit, which is UAs and stuff like that. So that, I think, modification of the color blocking or adding stuff to the sneaker without changing, like, let's say, the swoosh of a sneaker or anything like that is fine. But when you start altering or adding altering the original trademark, or you start putting in, and I don't even think Nike mind it if you build a sneaker from scratch, like the shoe surgeon does, because you're not altering the tick, you're not altering something, you're using that trademark of that sneaker to bring back representation of that sneaker.
He probably got some type of deal with Nike too. We never. I don't think we ever think about that. He probably got some type of deal.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other thing is where I feel that the market's changing now in terms of customizations is Nike doesn't like it, or the brands don't like it. It's not Nike. When you start using like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Dior, and the Dior sneaker being the prime example because they did, like Jordan did that Dior sneaker. They want to do it rather than you doing it because basically that means their collaboration X customization, which I always call collaborations, is with the brand themselves, and it's a legitimate customization with the brand. So all of a sudden now they can do that. They can actually market that. They can actually sell that rather than the customizers, because I think that's where a lot of the limitations for these Air Max Air Force Ones is going down. Not only are they harder to get because all the customizers are picking it up, the Nike want to give you the option to buy it, but also I feel that they want to stop people putting stuff on that with like branded names that they want to do themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly, because it'll water down what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So,
That's the last thing they want. They don't want nobody getting. It's like the music industry and the sneaker industry. Sometimes, like they don't want to. I don't want to drop my album at the same week you're dropping your album, or vice versa. Sometimes they want that head-to-head conflict. It's because what's going to compete with a Travis or a Union or any big collab that they come with? Drop it. Who dropping what? We don't care. Drop it. Boom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But when we see these pushbacks and colorways and even like whole seasons worth, we saw the whole fall collection, half of the fall collection get pushed back into spring. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like switch ups come, people get different ideas, especially with all this price changing and what's the shipment issues and restocks and all this shit, man. It's the wild west out here right now. So they can't even
exactly.
all this trying to regulate people, bro, for doing customs and like y'all got too much going on. Y'all see how good these fakes. Y'all see how good these fakes get down here. Like, do y'all understand that New Balance on y'all heels? Like, do y'all understand Adidas still pumping? Like, they ain't went nowhere. Yeah. So, like, it's a lot more stuff for them to worry about than be trying to crack down on some customizers, bro.
Exactly. And on that, Mythbusters, is it illegal to do customizations?
Hell
no, I don't think it is illegal to do customizations. But is it illegal to modify the sneaker and potentially use a different brand and name the brand that you're doing it like you're doing? This is my Jordan 1 Dior collaboration, and without the permissions of the brands, I think that's illegal. So you can just do your thing. Just put that Bugs Bunny on it, just or put that color change on it, whatever you want to do. But make sure you do it the right way, because you could potentially go.
Do it for personal use, man. Don't try to sell it, man, because they're gonna sue you.
Exactly. So it's a 50-50 question. Is what customization you do and how much it has the detriment effect to the company and the brands themselves, and that's the easiest way to answer that question.
Yeah.
So,
good question, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is. And this is what we tackle on the Shoe Dog podcast. We tackle these conversations because it is good to tackle these conversations.
I'm loving my first episode, by the way, guys. Thanks for having me today, guys.
Well, no worries, bro. We had to have you on here because, like, once again, going back into your collection, your content. Like, I appreciate your perspective because it's so different. Like, I don't always agree with your taste, but at the same time, your taste is undeniably you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that we appreciate about it. We have to appreciate about each other. Yeah. Like, I see stuff all the time, like, why he got them jeans on? Then I peep the fit and be like, all right, he doing that. I wouldn't do that.
And then the best thing about it is the fact that even though we don't like some of the stuff, we like, okay, cool, the Vault ones, not a lot of people like them, but yo, bro, the Vault ones is your sneaker. That's you. It hands down And the thing is, there's much love and respect from us coming your way for rocking that Vault 1, because it is like you are known for that sneaker in our circle, the Vault 1. That's no longer called a Vault 1. It's called the Kick Lord. Yeah, the Kick Lord one. Man. Exactly. So you're guilty of wearing that Vault 1 continuously and rocking what you like. Rocking what you like.
Probably, I ain't gonna lie, in the last year, between this and this, these are probably my most worn shoes of last year.
And you know what the interesting thing is? Those Sean Weatherspoons, nobody liked them, but you loved them, and you rocked them. And that emphasizes what type of person you are, bro. Because like you do not care what people think. You'll rock what you wear, and that goes back to Q, your intro. I love your intro. Rock what you like, wear what you like, and that's the purest of being a sneakerhead for us. Like that for me is like the purest thing you could ever say to me. Like I rock what I like. I wear what I like. I don't care about hype. Really.
Get into it though, guys. Man. Like, not to go off topic, man, but shouts out to y'all, man, because, this is the 17th episode, am I right?
Yeah.
Man, y'all been doing this strong, man. Y'all been keeping up with the content, man, monthly, weekly, you know what I'm saying? It's always, a pleasure to, be here, sit with you guys, because, man, when I first got into the game, bro, you guys welcomed me with open arms, you know what I'm saying? And it was, you know what I'm saying?
We always do that, bro, because like every person in the community has a choice and an option and a voice, and for us it's important to listen to that choice and option and voice, and it's to respect it, and out of mutual respect you build love and respect, and then that's for me, that's for Q, that's for a lot of people that are within our circle now, and that is also for you, Kick, because like for instance, there's nothing worse than a gatekeeper. There's nothing worse than a person that doesn't let you thrive in your own circumstance, in your own situation. And for us on the Shudo podcast, it's important that we allow people to thrive in their own environment and support that growth. And anybody's welcome on this channel. Anybody wants to come on it and talk and have a conversation and break it down and talk through their choices and their options and their opinions. We're happy to do that, and we respect that.
Feel free, guys. I'll be the first to tell you. I love it here. You know what I'm saying? We in the building.
You're literally in the group. You guys, what's up, my international family? Because it is international. It's literally, we got people from all around the world in the group. And majority of you guys are in the States, but we've got people from Scotland, from East Africa, from London, from I think we've got majority of people from around the world. And it's good. It's such a good vibe, and we're old enough to respect each other and not have egos, which is the biggest thing.
Well, that's
the hardest thing to get over there.
That's the cool part about it, bro, because we do all have egos, and I know for myself, I feel like I can see everybody's ego, but we don't bump head. We don't rumble over too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all opinions. For the most part, it's all opinions and it's jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it get real, because it has gotten real a couple times, when it get real, it's authentic. It ain't no shade. It ain't no hate. It ain't no bullshit. It ain't nothing made up. It's like it's real conversations that have to be had, and we'll have them, and we keep it moving. Because we all in it. We all in it for the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm so shocked that Q kind of literally keeps up with my foolish behavior. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, Q, because I'm surprised you can deal with me, mate. I can't deal with myself half the time.
Nah, bro. Listen, that's why we're here, bro. That's why we're here. Like we sustain each other in ways that we don't even fully understand. I feel like certain people, you need a certain type of person sometimes to even feel like somebody understands you. If you get what I'm saying, like it ain't even got to be on no deep ass level. It could be some trivial surface level, just personality quirk type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like only this one person is gonna understand why I would choose this over that, or why I'm thinking about this instead of thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got those certain people, and it just so happened that it seems like we continuously finding people, you know what I'm saying, where we could do that. And like it's amazing, bro. Like I ain't never had a this diverse type of group of people, and everybody for the most part can connect one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, for me, it's mostly like the vibe, the vibe that comes from the group is so amazing that it literally drives me forwards. So I can say the majority of the content, I like to push people forwards. So I'm always like, yo, Q, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, E, to try this, try that, or this or that. And I'm always trying to push you guys. So and then when you guys do it, then it pushes me to do even more. Like, and it's like almost like a snowball effect, because we keep pushing each other, and it's only leading to greatness down the line, which is gonna be phenomenal. But I always say, I rather see we all win than somebody just like keep the lock to the door and says you can't come in.
We ain't doing none of that, bro. Ain't none of us. I don't think any of us would ever allow any of us to even have that much control over the group. Because we all got strong personalities, you know what I'm saying, and we all respect each other. So exactly. I don't see that type of scenario really ever presenting itself, to be honest with you. Because we are, like you said, we all grown, we all mature, we all got directions, our own directions that we going in, along with group directions that we want to go in together. So as long as everybody keep pushing, man, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see what Kick got coming in the future, because Kick always expanding, always coming up with different things, man. The content, like I say, if y'all don't subscribe to Kick Lord YK, he got dope content on. You got 2 channels on YouTube, right?
No, I got one. My channel is you can find it at Kick Lord YK, or you could just type the whole thing in. It'll be real Kick Lord YK. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got some videos coming. I kind of shied away from it a little bit because it became overwhelming, because I film everything myself. I edit just like you guys, man.
Yeah.
You guys know how it gets sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Especially
it's crazy.
You know.
So I'll let you guys know what my yesterday was. So I came home yesterday. What was I doing? I had a chill day in the morning. Came home yesterday. Spent some time with my girlfriend, and all of a sudden it was like, it's 8 o'clock. Got live with Cam. Let me do this live. Finished the live. It lasted. I thought it was gonna last an hour. Lasted 2 hours. Then started recording the video for today, for Sunday. That is, guys, if you listen to this when we're recording. So, and then that took me on to 3 o'clock in the morning. So edit done. Blah blah blah. So from like 10 to 3. And then I recorded by the way, I recorded 60-second CQs and the video. And then after that, I edited the video, put it all together, then did a sneaker news edit and put it all together. And by this time, it's 6 in the morning, right? AM. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep, woke up, and then like I was in bed until like 1:30 p.m. And now I'm recording the Shudo podcast.
So look, Kick. Me and you, we in the same time zone, right? So last night I didn't get home from the concert until like 12:30, something like that. So I get in the house, I open my phone, and I see the 60-second sneaker news. Now I know for a fact that TJ, he is 5 hours ahead of us, right? So I'm like, wait a minute, it's 5:30 in the morning, and the 60-second sneaker news had been live for 2 minutes when I saw it. Like it literally, I got the notification as I was walking in the house. So when I sat down and opened my phone, I'm like, wait a minute, it's 5 in the morning over there. What the hell is this dude doing?
What is he doing up? When does he sleep? That's the question.
I literally have I have had Cam, E all talk to me about, yo, bro, you need to rest. You need to, you know. I was like, yo, bro, I'll get some rest. Don't worry. No, I had some rest. I went to sleep at 6:30. Woke up at 1:30, which is a good 7 hours sleep, which is sufficient to let me keep running. And then like after this, I'm gonna go, bro. Like literally, I work the hardest to like you guys. You work the hardest as well. I work the hardest to make sure I'm on track. We're on track. We're doing the things. Nobody can tell me at the end of the day, when it's all done and dusted, I never tried my hardest, and that's the most important thing. And I applaud anybody that if they have a dream or a vision, try your hardest within reasonable doubt. Don't put yourself out there and get ill. But within all your capacity, like Q says, try your hardest.
Don't pull a TJ.
139.5555%, wasn't it, Q?
Yeah. I mean, hey, sometimes you got to boost that percentage, man. You never know. Like, I mean, it get tough. I mean, we all know, as Kick alluded to a little while ago, like we all know how the grind goes. Sometimes you don't feel like it, and I can't lie. When I don't feel like it, I don't, because I hate overextending myself. I've done it before,
and it shows.
And when I can't manage it, I don't want it to come off. You know what I'm saying? So when I got it properly managed, when I got it structured and everything is going the way it should go, then we're gonna go with it like that. But
you know why though? I'm gonna tell you this, because when it becomes, like you gotta extend yourself, that becomes work. It doesn't become fun anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, whenever it feels like that for me, I just fall back for a second and regroup. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe later on down the line we get back to it, but it's gonna be a revamp of that. It's not gonna be the same intensity. It's gonna be higher. You know what I'm saying? Like
I almost feel like it kind of, that's kind of inevitable, right? Because the more you advance in whatever you're doing, the more like work it'll eventually become, because this is what you're doing now. Like this is what you're doing to sustain yourself, to support yourself. This is what you're doing for a living. So it is in a sense work. The important part that you're speaking on is making sure that you still can have fun. And when you feel like you're not, like TJ said, it's gonna show.
Yeah, and I think like I'm gonna ask you a simple question, Q, because I think, and I will answer kick the same question. Do you feel that doing your YouTube before you met us is totally different to now? Because now we are a group of collective people where we always constantly have fun. Does that push you forwards to keep
that? So now, right? That definitely makes it way easier, because I can always hit one of you guys up. Like I just spoke before we even got on, and I was like, man, bro, I want to start, streaming, and shit like that. So, it's always way easier. It makes it like lighter work. You know what I'm saying? That you can always reach out, or even if you don't reach out, you can always do some research and, educate yourself up on making it a little bit easier for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's always better having you guys around. Colleagues, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do it.
It's definitely inspirational. Like when every time I look up and somebody doing something different, you know, whether no matter who it is, like any of y'all, whether it's you, Kick, TJ, Cam, E, Polar, like Scott, like when you see stuff, when I see stuff, it make me want to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like a FOMO feeling, like damn. I ain't did no fit pick. I ain't did what's on feet today. Let me do what's on feet right quick. You know what I'm saying? It keep you driving because you want to. It's a friendly. It's almost like a friendly competition type of thing.
Yeah,
it's like when we had a team aspect, you wanna be able to feed off your teammates. You know,
and it's almost like not letting the team down either as well, because it's like I it's not even like a demand. It's like, yo, I want to do this because like every Sunday when we record this, it's like I'm excited for this. I want to see how we're gonna bounce off the Shudo podcast, and that drives me forward. I don't think there'll be ever an occasion when I don't look forward to the Shudo podcast, because it'll be like, yo, let's go, Q. let me put that wig on. Let me get that gavel. You see what I'm saying? And on that, get yourself a wig and gavel, bro.
No, I would not. I would not get a wig and gavel. I'm saying it right here, right now.
I'm gonna send you this.
Nah, don't do that.
The squeaky gavel.
I don't want
to.
The price of it ain't worth the shipping. I could get one of those from the corner store if I really want one. But bro, it's fun, man. Like it is fun. We're gonna try to make sure we do everything that we can do to make sure that it stays fun. As long as I enjoy collecting and putting fits together and you know the whole thing, bro. As long as I enjoy being fresh, you know that fire stay lit, and we continue to have fun, and we continue to push each other, support each other, bro. We can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So before we call the podcast, because it's almost 3 hours now, two questions for Kick. One question for Kick, and one new segment that we're going to introduce. What if? So this is the what if situation, and I'm going to just grab the audio for this.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
So what if? So bro. We answered this question last week, and we're trying to do the what if when we have guests on. So our answers last week were what we want to do if we had a time machine and we can go back to what era we'd go back. So on that note, if you had a time machine, bro, and you had one location, one chance to go to a place to go and see something or do something or grab something or whatever, what is that?
My time would be probably like 2000. I'm gonna take you back to like 2013, maybe. I mean 2003. Okay. Nah, yeah, like 2003, maybe like 2004. You know, Chicago 2s, which we will be getting this year.
Hopefully.
Like I did that.
So you want to go back to an era.
Now I'm gonna go into something that we don't have coming out this year, which is in the same exact era. Suitcase 17s, man. Like Suitcase 17s. Bring me back to 2000 and what? 4, I believe. 2005, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That black chrome, you know what I'm saying, with the shiny silver on the back and that black and white and blue. You know what I'm saying? That Jordan with the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? That was a great time for me, dog.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. I pulled it up on screen. So if you listen to this, go and check out YouTube channel out because basically it will show you the suitcase 17s.
Yeah, that Wizards colorway, that OG, that white, black, and blue, bro. That's tough. That's super tough.
That's it, bro. That's where I want to be, bro. I want to be right there. You know why I want to be right there? I'm gonna give you 5 shoes. No, I'm gonna give you 4 shoes at that time.
Okay.
The black and gray, I believe those was Chrome 8s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chrome 8s was at that time. The royal black and blue ones was also at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They had the black and silver 2s. They had the white and red 17s. They had the black and silver 17s that came in the suitcase as well. So, you know, these were they also had them CB Air Max, the black, red, and white joints.
Okay.
At that time. So, you know, this was a time where as though I was just, you know, making my own money and I was able to get any shoes that I wanted and I could really take them and wear them to school, show them off, you know, be amongst the, you know, the cool shoe kids. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you just gave me an idea. You just gave me a thought process of another conversation. So, do you feel like I know we know much of the market at the moment is drive by hype and whatever sells quick the best. So that's currently the commercialism we're seeing at the moment is the drive for the Fords, the drive for the SB Dunks, which were previously to that. Now it's drive for the Travis, it's drive for the ones. It's pretty much dying. Now it's the Air Max ones, all of that stuff. So it's the drive for the hype. So we're always on this paternal wave, like Pata did it with the Air Max ones, of this wave constantly cycling up. That's like a roller coaster. Hype down, no new hype down, new hype down. So we're always on this hype wave with the releases. You made a really valid point there, bro. Like going back to the area you want to go to. When like the only and I pulled up the was it the Lightning 17s just a minute ago or was it the Thunder?
Yeah.
Thunders, yeah.
The Thunders,
yeah. So that basically for me was like I almost in look into potentially what it could have been like. That's the last time we ever saw a 17. When's the last time we saw anything out this Jordan 1 to 14 range? Except for the prototypes that we get all the retrofits from like 30 onwards.
We saw 18s a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So
black and blue, but other than that, I will say the time before that would be like the 17.5, which is in that same time that he's speaking of with the 18s. Those all kind of came out in the same time. You know, they re-retro the.
I wish I would have grabbed the 18s too.
The Ferrari 14s at that time.
Mm-hmm.
We're saying past 14 because the 15, the Billie Eilish 15. We had no 16. No, we had the Westbrook Converse pack 16s.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. And those 18s, yeah.
So for
19s. We saw 19s a couple of years ago too. The OG 19s, the white and gray ones.
What
and
year?
Fat. I believe that was
like
2019.
14, 15 or something.
No.
19?
I think it was 2019.
Okay.
We saw the OG Jordan 19s, the one with the shroud, the white and gray ones, and they sat hard.
So for me, it's like it's like Kick wants to go back to an era where we had sneakers that were not only limited to the hype. We would get sneakers like 2s, and then like it almost feels like it's very ironic that Jordan Brand wants to push the 2 so much, but the only way they can do that was through collaborations. Because I feel collaborations and OGs, because I feel like the Melo 2s a couple of years ago showed a lot of people that there's no real love for the 2s because they sat So I'm saying, so for me, it's all hype driven, and I think Nike's just been suckered us into hype driven shoes, and a lot of brands have suckered us into hype driven shoes, and it almost feels like it doesn't feel natural. And I think I know what you're getting at. Kit is like it's more natural. Yeah, there you go. It's more natural to have a sneaker that you just release everything that people just want, like a 17 or 18 or 23. Or it would be good to see silhouettes outside the 1 to 14 because it was almost like it's played now. It's been done now. It shows something different now. And what Nike's trying to do is give us different colorways. They give us different blockings. Give us like a heritage one, which is totally different to what we ever seen before. So rather than do that, why don't you push out a different model outside of that? I would love a Jordan 17, bro. I'd love a Jordan 17 in my rotation.
I love it. They could put it in the last time we got a 17, they weren't even in suitcases, right? But I'll take that. I'll take the regular, give us a Jordan box. I don't care. I need the shoe to be able to put on my foot. I don't need the box to be able to put on my foot. I would like to have it so I could put it up here where it should be. My old joints got destroyed because I love that shoe so much. I used to, even days that I didn't wear the shoe, I wanted people to know that I had the shoe. So I put all my books, my agenda books, suitcase. My textbooks inside of the suitcase, bro. Yeah. And that was my book bag. I took that Jordan suitcase until the silver panels that was on the outside of it broke off. Okay. Yeah. So we need that. We need that for Kick. We need the suitcase 17s.
Bring back. So the thing is, Jordan Brand's not only limited to 1 to 14. They've got loads more ranges outside of that they don't want to kind of touch or experiment with. And I understand the historic moments before the 1 to the 14th, and it kind of limits them to just the heritage, and then they're working off heritage and hype of those kind of sneakers. But there are other sneakers people appreciate outside of the 14. Not a lot do. But some like myself and Kit, you and even in Q would appreciate different releases outside the 14, outside of that 1 to 14. Give us something different. Give us something unique. Because there is some really good silhouettes outside of that 1 to 14, and we'll look at them next week, and we'll introduce them to the Shudo podcast. So if you guys aren't aware of them, we'll do that. We'll do that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But make sure y'all right here, man.
Great answer, bro. That is a very I think Q's was going back to pick up the shatter backboards. Mine was to go back and have that conversation with the Jordan 3 and Tinker and Michael just to be there and see what happened with that. But definitely good answers. Definitely good answers. Last but not least, a new segment we're introducing. Terms and bullshit. Terms and bullshit. So we talked about this last week, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of talk about it. Bricks, the resale term for bricks. Go on, bro, break it down for us.
What I think what I will tell you is, all right, I'm gonna say this.
Brick. That's what the resale term is. Brick.
Yeah.
That's what a resale brick is, right here. You know why I wore this shoe so much?
Technically, bro, this is a resale brick.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll show you another one. I'm gonna use this, but not this colorway.
13's a
resale brick.
Yeah. 13s, yeah. Because even the flip, bricked.
I'm glad it chose the 30s.
Yeah. So when we talk about that term,
DJ, that was for that 1, 2, 3 skip. You know what I'm saying? Skip the 4. There you go, buddy.
So brick. is a term that we should like.
Yep.
Because we want for retail for the toe, but it's a term that the resellers hate. So as long as it's a term that resellers hate, I love it.
And that we can get it.
I love it. More bricks for everybody.
More bricks.
Yeah. Yo. All I was gonna say was keep your bricks. We'll make them into decent kicks. So basically, from my perspective, keep doing that. Keep sleeping on sneakers. Yeah, exactly. Keep sleeping on sneakers, and we'll pick them up because a brick don't determine the quality of a kick. A brick don't determine the quality of the authenticity of a kick. A brick don't kind of give you. A brick don't actually give you a perspective of the knowledge, the heritage, the vibe of the kick. It just determines the resale price of a kick.
Yeah, I was going to tell you what it means to me. Brick means something with no resale value.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
But I'm gonna say one big thing. You can't build a house without bricks.
Right.
In the UK.
In America too. Depending on where you're at.
Exactly.
Unless you want to keep moving every month.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't let that big bad wolf of a hype blow your house down. Make sure you build it with bricks.
Yeah.
Exactly. Stack them bricks, man. I got a few over here, man.
Yeah, and see, because
hold up, I'm gonna go to a real brick. These set crazy.
I need them too. I need them too. I forget about those.
100%. And you know what? Every person's brick is going to be different, and every house is going to be different, and every foundation is going to be different. But you can't build a brick. You can't build a house without bricks. And like many of the sneakers back here, many of the sneakers back there, many of the sneakers in Kicks background and in Q's background are built with bricks because basically that's the fundamentals. You can't just go for the hype without the fundamentals, and the fundamentals is what determines what you are as a sneakerhead and what it means to the culture. So in reality, like Q always says on his intro, wear what you like, rock what you like, forget about the hype.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, so that's the fundamentals. And the term bricks is a very harsh term. In retrospect, it is a very harsh term for determining, and I think it puts a lot of new sneakerheads off sneakers as well.
It put a negative connotation on whatever sneakers we talked about. So it's I don't think it matters as much outside of social circles.
No.
But I see people wearing stuff all the time, like. I mean, and they love it. So as long as you love it, I can't say anything about it. If you like the
exactly.
Yeah. If you like mids, as long as you're comfortable with them, rock them. If you like forums or you like Team Jordans or you like whatever the case is, it's a broad spectrum, and we got to remember that. But we're gonna always try to stay up to date with what we know is heat. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Just because we know what's heat and we know what's hype, don't mean look, and I'm anti-hype. That don't mean I'm not gonna like some hype stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I like what some people would consider bricks. That don't mean everything I got is a brick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what it is. I love an underdog, right? Because when you rock that so-called brick with the right fit, and it crooks up somebody's head, you're like, yeah, that's what it's all about. It's the flex, bro. It's the flex, yo. It's definitely the flex. You could put a brick of a sneaker on your yo. I got complimented with the chlorophylls, bro. And they're
trainers.
Yep, to trainer one chlorophylls. They're sitting. I put it on feet, grey fit all the way through. Bro, I got complimented. And it was just like that. There you go. Just wear what you like, do what you like. Don't follow the hype because look, if you can follow the hype if you want to, because obviously some of the sneakers are really good and then really nice. But all I would say is, be you, be individual. Don't take into context what the resale term brick. It just basically is forcing you down a narrative where the resellers, you're playing into the arms of the reseller. Like, there you go.
Brick is really a mindset.
Yep, it's a mindset.
Before StockX and GOAT, nobody knew what the price of nothing on the resale market was. You could try and go to Flight Club, but they always had the highest prices, so you could still, set a certain market for your own. Like you priced everything off of the work that you had to put in for yourself, or you got it from somebody and they might have charged you higher. You gauge so that you might have made gas money for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Delivery or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? So, a brick is really just a mindset. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because people selling Air Force Ones, they sit
right. Right. You're right. You're 100% right on that.
The biggest conspiracy at this moment in time is those Panda Dunks, bro. The hype behind it. The hype behind it, the fact that resale.
It's a dope shoe.
I told you this is the new Air Force.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I say it's the biggest conspiracy is it's a dope shoe, dope colorway, dope everything. But the fact that your mindset is now saying to you, every time it releases, I need to get it. Every time it comes out, I need to make sure I go in for it because it's gonna sell out, guys. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The funny thing is, if it wasn't that mindset, those Pandas technically in the resale world will be bricks.
You know what's crazy? These Pandas is not as cliche as I'm gonna say it again. Is the new Air Force One because every time they sell out, they just come right back and you buy them again. No matter what your pair, you might have dogged your last pair out. You need them again. It's kind of becoming a household necessity, like an Air Force One.
What I'm going to say is, the day I see somebody rocking Pandas that are beat the hell out of,
I've seen it.
Like, yo, bro, I'm not talking just one person. I'm talking a whole lot. Like this is stereotyping everybody. This is stereotyping Air Force One users. But I'm not joking. Why Air Force Ones? You're both laughing, but why Air Force Ones? You can walk down. That's the go-to shoe for a lot of people. Beating up Air Force Ones. You walk down, there's 5 or 6 people wearing the same thing. As soon as that happens with the Pandas, then we're gonna say, yep. Those are definitely, it has now happened. These are now
we're waiting.
Air Force One.
I'm waiting on it.
Yeah, yo, bro. Yeah, and the funny thing is, Q, I know what you're gonna do. You can take a picture of it, like all 5 or 6 of them all in a row. You're like, there you go, Air Force One, they got Panda time.
Nah, look, it's gonna be like the old man Monarch pictures. We get the dirtiest pair is for cutting the grass. The pair that's a little less dirty, that's for barbecuing. The pair that's a little less dirty, they're for going to the gas station. The pair that's a little less dirty than that is, maybe at night out. And you got the super clean pair.
Then you got the brand new.
Right, you gotta have the brand new skis. Just for when you drop down a level. Then you can just insert the brand new pair into that.
Yeah, and shout out to Dr. Dre for that video. Monday, Air Force One. Tuesday, Air Force One. Wednesday, Air Force One. Got clean pair for every single day.
Yeah.
So go on, bro. So on that note, I think we've come to the end of the show.
Yeah, man.
And we've had Kicks just disappeared. He hopefully comes back because
he hit the wrong button. Nah, he was trying to do something on the phone. He might have got a call or something.
Yeah, he's back.
I think he might have got a call.
Yeah, I got a phone call. It was Mom's.
Okay, yeah. No. Got to do that.
On that note, I'm gonna let Q wind us down. But basically, last Benjamin Kicks guilty for being a flexogrammer. Resellers, don't sell that Dornbecker. Guilty. and if you do, give the money back to charity because that sick kid wants it.
Give
But
that money back to charity, man.
but on that note, bro, wind us down.
And we appreciate having Kick on this
You already
week,
know, man. It
man.
was a pleasure, man.
The bro straight out of DC. Y'all, once again, y'all go subscribe to Kick YouTube channel. The real
I
Kick
appreciate
Lord.
you guys having me out too, man. I had a ball doing this, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that will see this, man. Make sure y'all subscribing to everybody that's here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kick is
Make
on
sure y'all
IG.
tapping in every week to the Shoe Dog podcast every Sunday, man. We doing it, man. Let's go.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to wish everybody a great day, a great week, a great month, year, all that, man. And hopefully
all of that.
All that, bro. All that. From TJ, from Kick Lord. And hopefully everybody out there can pick up all the bricks that you want. Because we all deserve the bricks that we need. All right. So on that note, we adjourn the Shoe Dog podcast.
Guilty. Tune in for next week.